Yeah, good to go. 3, 2, 1, and we're rolling.
Action.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are back. It's a new year, episode 7. Took a bit of a hiatus there over the Christmas. Life got hectic, but we are back. And we are back predominantly with a lot of good guests lined up over the next while. Who we have in studio today is Mr. Rory O'Connor, aka ROC. What's happening? Mr. Reception.
A lot of people always get that mixed up. They're always like, ROC is a rock. I'm like, whatever you want it to be.
Whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. Rock. No, just rock. Rock. Yeah.
Rock.
Good to be here.
Mr. Reception.
Good to be here. Yeah.
Nice to have you in. It's a long time coming. We've been trying to get it going for a while. Life has been busy.
Actually worked out cool with the bank holiday.
It did,
yeah. I was like, let's do it.
Weekends are available for me again, so that was a bit of a nightmare.
So if you want to book them, to do.
Back on the weekends, back on the scene. But yeah, it's great to have you in, man. It's been a long time coming. I've been dying to get you in, get a chat going with you because you've a few bits going on.
Of course,
you've been a busy man.
Busy, likewise as well with you as well.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it going. It's a tough industry these days, man. It's like you've been doing it a good while. You're the same age as me now. You're 30, and it's you've seen what's been going on.
We kind of grew up where it was like, I think, where there was nothing.
Man, it was the Facebook events. That's you go onto a Facebook event and you see there's 1,000 attending that. There's only 20 attending that. You know which party you're going to. You judge a party off Facebook events.
Yeah, literally. And on top of that, then you had like, it wasn't all about like posts on socials. Really, it was all about reps. There's people running around. I remember that. Like,
reps.
We
that
was
a big
one
thing.
Factory.
Yeah. And to get guest list and your free drinks and
everyone was guest list. Fiver in cheap list, guest list. That's actually something.
That was the first thing.
You need to do that actually. Cheap list.
People. I remember you used to watch Temple Bar. You'd have people. Do you remember the party Jack?
Yeah.
In the bun factory, and they'd be coming up giving you the wristbands trying to get you the cheaper entry. And you don't really see that anymore. Like
that was more hype because it was just you were going out.
Everything's social media. That's why everything's social media now. Like
I think we used to go out and just do pre-drinks and we figured it out there. Generally it was usually like hanger, district day. It was like the usual. And the little 0-0s.
We
won't shout out to no, we won't say who this is.
No sponsorships. They can sponsor us if they want, Tony.
We're both driving, so we're being responsible.
Yeah, 0-0s. Cheers, brother. It's good to have you.
I know, it's good to be here.
So, what we kick off, do you want to give us a little breakdown, I suppose, for people, anyone that's listening, not too familiar with Reception or ROC?
Yeah, so
give us a little breakdown over the last few years, where Reception came from, how you started off.
Reception started off with just like raves. It was throwing raves originally. Two of the lads, Dawson and Al Fleming, were basically doing raves. They asked me to do a couple of raves with them. I done them. We call them raves. Yeah, we'll call them raves. They asked me to play one of them.
We'll call them gatherings.
Yeah, gatherings.
Rave is a bit of a dirty word, a bit of a
social gatherings. Yeah,
social gatherings.
So the two boys, shout out to the two boys. They were both basically doing them. They had a separate little thing before it was Reception.
Yeah.
They were running like little events. They wanted to do them legit. And I don't know if you're allowed to say that, but let's say they wanted to do them legit because there's no names, so no one will know. Yeah, they wanted to be legit with it. They started getting me on, doing a couple of shows. I was throwing them loads of advice, saying, why don't you do this, why don't you do that? Yeah. They didn't know me prior. My mate owns a barbershop.
This is in Dublin, yeah?
Yeah, this is in Dublin. The raves were outside of Dublin.
Right.
They were outside of Dublin. But
the gatherings, the social gatherings were outside of Dublin.
Yeah, there was a few infamous things that happened with them. They were fun. But anyway, so doing them basically, and then they were going well. Started doing like a couple of little small events. I remember in Lost Lane and stuff like that.
What was the first venue you threw a party in?
Lost Lane.
Lost Lane.
We done
the main room of it.
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah. That's for a first party. That's a big taking. Yeah.
It was good crack, and then done it there, and then it wasn't. It was kind of known as a different.
What year was this?
That was 3 years ago, or something maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 years ago. So it wasn't that long ago.
22.
21,
22.
22. Done there, and then. Basically, I went to move away. I actually went to move away to Canada. As soon as I moved away to Canada, I was back and forth with the lads constantly. Constantly back and forth with them. And then we were like, look, we'll just do our own thing.
And is this when you were in Canada, yeah?
Yeah, but
Did you try any parties over in Canada?
No, nothing. No, like, I couldn't have
DJing around over there?
I had this vision in my head going, this is going to be deadly. I'm going to learn loads. I thought I was going to learn loads, but I actually didn't. I learned that Ireland is the best place to be if you're really into that. Because it's like, you're a little fish in a big pond here. You have more opportunities. But over there, I was like, I felt like, it was weird because I felt like I known, but like, it was a good humbling experience because I'm used to like, I'm from Cabra, I walk down the road.
You know everyone in Dublin.
Just going out to the shop, I probably get stopped 3 or 4 times by people I grew up with. My mate's man, my mate's this. Over there I was just walking and like,
no one knew you.
Just trying to smile at people and they were all like, just, I don't know.
That smiling thing is a big thing. I've noticed that like even in the likes of England, I've often been in London and walking through town or whatever, I remember my phone died. I was over there training for a job, my phone had gone dead and no watch on me around and I was like, fuck, what time is it? And I tried to stop about 20 people just asking the time, and like I was in a suit.
Probably lucky you didn't have a watch on you over there. Get snatched off.
But I wasn't even in it's not like I was in a tracksuit. They thought I was trying to snatch their fucking watch.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? I was like, you're walking past people. I just
all
felt
black
it's a bit
hat, black buttons, black.
But I wasn't like I had the fanciest fucking suit going on, man. I was just sorry, have you got the time? And everyone's just zoom.
Yeah.
Not even looking at you. Like
Yeah,
it felt a bit soulless. Like, do you know what I mean?
I think Irish people are like that. We all have this little community. Even when you don't know someone, you know them.
Yeah. And I've heard that from a lot of acts as well. Any acts I've brought over, that you always get the same feedback from a lot of the acts about the Irish crowd, about the Irish people.
Serious crowd. I've been to shows I've gone to shows all over the world. I've been like I've found a lot like to see artists I love to see like I've done it. I've loads even coming up that now.
Yeah.
The buzz is different.
Yeah,
it's way different. It is way different than it is here.
Definitely, yeah.
Like we have that. I don't know. We have this thing. But basically, yeah. So we went away. We were going back and forth a lot, just texting. I was like. We had a split 3 ways, so I was like sending lads money. It's cost me a fortune to wire money over. Sending lads money to be trying to like book venues, trying to do this.
And you're not even there to attend the parties?
No, sure. He was like, how did it go? I was texting him. I'm on my way to work, like, you know, say 6 in the morning over there, on my way to work or whatever. And the lads were like, oh, well, it would have been the opposite. It actually would have been in the night time. I remember texting lads, like, they were over. So there was a 5-hour difference anyway with the time. But like, I'd be texting them, like, how's it going? They're like, yeah, it's done. I'm like, what do you mean it's done? I'm like, and I forget there's a time difference. But we done that, and I knew I was kind of coming home at Christmas. So when we were coming home at Christmas, we had like a lot of big shows planned we wanted to do over the next 6 months, which would have been like 2 years ago, and that's kind of when things really kicked off for us. Where we had
your first show an international act?
Our first show was it was. We had who did we have? We had Morgan Seatree. We brought Morgan Seatree over.
That was your first ever event, yeah?
We actually were originally meant to have Hannah Lang over. We had a venue picked with Hart and Hannah Lang. We were back and forth. This is like 3 years ago. Had it booked in a venue. Venue ended up being total bullshit. Like we got let down. We were hyped up about Swiss warehouses, this and that. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but it was a flop. I was like, give me your like license. I need to see this license because is this legit? Is it not? We didn't want to be like not legit.
Course,
we were like we wanted to be legit. New Year's Eve party. It's gonna be sick.
I suppose you were already associated with the social gatherings.
Exactly. So we split from it. We split from it. We said
you wanted to go
legit.
fully legit this time.
We created reception. We created reception. There was 3 of us. We created reception. We said this is it. We had it all booked, and then like it flopped because it was like it didn't flop. It was like we didn't have Hannah Lang booked. We were in emails. They were asking for the address, and I'm like, man, give us the address. Give us the address. We got nothing. And
I was like, man, the address of the venue.
Wouldn't give us that. And I said, this is Red Hot. I knew where it was. I knew exactly where it was. I'm not going to say
but
it.
Obviously for contractual reasons and all that.
But
you need it for the agent and all that.
Exactly. So they know like where am we going to? And we're going to, is this a skill disco? Is it is it a nightclub? Is it whatever? But like anyway.
Some farmer shed in the back.
Literally it could have been a social gathering, you know what I mean? But it wasn't. And so that ended up not going through. And then I was at the obviously listening to Morgan. I was going, remember this DJ, Little J Cullen showed me, I was like, that's a belter. I was like, who's he? And then obviously we were like,
I remember him starting his career, man. I was following him on Instagram and I seen
Patrick Topham. We created a great friendship with him. He's a legend, and he's like,
he's such a happy guy. You can see it in his videos. You can see it when you can tell he genuinely loves making music.
You know, some people on social media where you have to. It's not that he'd be fake.
No,
you have to put on a persona to make themselves grow to do this.
It's all part of the game these days.
Morgan, he is what he is.
Oh, 100%, you can see it.
He's a buzzer. Love young.
He's a complete buzzer. I've never met him, but from his videos you can tell, as I said, you can tell he's so excited when he's showing you new music, and you can tell how he's singing along and he's, you know what I mean, he loves it, like he genuinely loves it.
I'll give him that's totally him, bro, like literally. So we ended up booking him, and who else did we book? We had a few people on the line. We had a good few people. I remember having Josh Coatley as well, which is someone who literally I think is coming back.
That's
send me a good few tunes,
man. Josh is a very good producer.
Josh is class. Josh
very
is
good, man. And he's grafting since he's very young.
Long time. That's what the book was.
He is grafting since he is like 14, 15 making tunes. I remember he wasn't even able to come to the clubs and stuff.
Absolute gentleman. Literally a gentleman. He's come back with a bang because he had the same loads of tunes. I'm like, get them out.
I haven't chatted to Josh in a while, man. I can't remember what festival we went to.
Life or something.
No, I can't remember. I brought him. No, what was it? I think it was what's that day festival that used to be on? They had Deadmau5 and all that. Higher Vision. It was Higher Vision, but it was towards the end. Man. It was towards the end. It was probably the last one they done. I think that was the one we drove out to because he was playing the same stage as me. I always get it mixed up. Was it Higher Vision or was it Boxed Off? I have this peak memory and I'll never. I think you're thinking of Boxed Off, is it?
No, I remember both of them, but I can't remember.
But Higher Vision was different. I'm on about. I never went to the other ones when it was like they done the boiler room.
Higher Vision was out in like
Navan Racecourse
somewhere like that. Wasn't it? I remember getting 2 trains. I remember it was a disaster because we had to get like 2 trains out to the venue.
It's changed venue.
I think it was like 2 trains and a bus. I remember it being manic. I actually remember having a big speaker, and I remember being on the train and just pumping the tune. Everyone was just gathering, and I felt I was like, I love this, just playing tunes, and it was deadly.
That was were you DJing at that stage as well? Like, how long were you DJing? I suppose.
I wasn't DJing a Higher Vision, right? No. I think the only one that I remember going to when I was younger was BD. Remember we done BD or whatever, I think it was 2 years ago, we done BD.
That was, Collie was on after you, so
I
remember that.
Yeah,
in the
Collie
forest,
obviously
forest
smashed it, you know what I mean? And as I was going like, oh, we're on before Collie, I was like, we have to be good, you know what I mean? Like, we can't just prick around here, like. But, sorry, so, yeah, we played that. That was a whopper. That was a good buzz.
Man, that stage in general was always class.
Did you see what happened? Like, it was like, no one was there, and I was like, oh, shit. And there was someone on before us, and I was like, oh, man, we let her play for longer. Because people starting to come, you know, like, when you hate that. I can't remember who was on before me. Who actually was that on before me? Shit.
Because Casey was on after Collie, I think.
Yeah.
I can't
was
remember.
it
Saz, was it?
Was it Saz? I think it was Saz.
Maybe.
I think it was Saz. I think it could have been who. I remember going like, no, I didn't even know. I never even met her. I was like, just stay playing for a little longer if you want. You know what I mean? And like, so I hate that when like someone starts getting a crowd and you're like,
and then 5 minutes and then they play one more tune and then the crowd just gets there and it's off. Opening sets can be a nightmare like that. I love giving people at least an hour and a half. At least an hour and a half. Because you know that minimum that first half an hour is going to be quiet. It's going to be dead.
No matter what.
Or even if people come in, they're grabbing drinks, they're grabbing, you know what I mean? They're not on the dance floor.
You're forced bit going in there. And you have to be on a bus for how long you want to go to Jack's. So people are like, your first half an hour is
100%.
But anyway, and I think we were actually meant to play. I thought we were meant to play in the little. What was it? The little church. What was it called again? I think we actually meant to play.
I was on that same lineup. I was on that same lineup, and I got moved into that little back.
Because there was bats. There was like bats in it.
Because I played. Me and Collie actually done a back-to-back set the year before.
I was looking forward to that day because I would have been deadly.
It was, man. That's when I seen I was getting put back in that stage. I was like, that's actually a buzz, and I think I was actually meant to close that stage out that year.
Probably, yeah.
Or I was second last or something like that. I had a late enough set. And I was buzzing because I'd played it the year before with Collie and it was such a good buzz. The whole place was just completely full and people are trying to get in from the outside and the whole room was just lit like that. It's just energy.
Mad energy. I just remember looking at it going, this be deadly. And I've gone there since 2016. I think
we were like, get back there, get back.
16.
Yes, lovely in there, have a buzz. And no, it didn't happen.
I remember mad memories, half memories that I probably won't even remember, you know what I mean? It was one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jesus,
so
man.
Where did the reception go then from that? So you've gone.
So we done that show. Sorry, so we done the show with Morgan. Right, we done that him. And who else was on the lineup? I can't remember. But anyway, so we done that, and then that was like a sellout. That was mad because I was getting like mental texts off like people offering like, I'll give you €8, I'll give you €8 for the ticket. I was like, man, we literally can't. I was like, I'll never take €8 off you. I was like, I can't even give you.
Was that just as he blew up after Patrick Toppin started playing all his tunes?
Oh man, he wasn't even blown up at this stage. No, he wasn't even blown up at this stage. I don't think so. I think that was after that. But he done that, and then after that, then I was like to lads, right, that's at the going good. We need to keep the ball rolling. Let's just like set aside.
Did you do him again in the button or that?
We done him again in the button. That was in the January thing, and then we brought him in the maybe we done him in the summer again. And I'm not big on like. I don't know if you should do that or not. Like, should bring people over too much.
Too quick. You don't want to do it too quick.
So but we done it anyway again and again. It was a sellout. We are very lucky. We are very lucky. We done it again. It was a sellout. But we.
Did you do Sosa in between them two?
Yeah, so we done Sosa. I think we done Sosa before. And that was after that. Sosa was in July. Morgan was in the June, I think. And then we also had Cody Wong, Christian Rogers. We had them. We had this like there was a space where it was like 6 weeks, and we had 3 big shows. Button Factory. So it wasn't like it was like a centre point. It wasn't like it was a centre point collab. We have help off them to promote. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Button Factory can be tough.
So it's Button Factory solo show. It was Button Factory solo shows. Now we were very lucky. We basically sold. I think we basically sold the last 2 out. Yeah, we did. We sold on. Yeah, we did definitely. We sold all of them. I'm pretty sure we sold them all. We had the room 2s as well, so we had like extra capacity as well.
Savage.
But like doing the soul one was deadly. That was a big risk because he hadn't been here before. Like he'd never played here before.
That's very true. Yeah. I kept me on him for a long time. He's a very good producer. And he released a very garagey one. Your Love or something.
Your Love, yeah.
Belter.
I was actually listening to it. It was like my apprentice was only playing it the other day.
Yeah,
he was playing it, and he was like, "Who's that tune?"
He came on a Spotify playlist.
I was like, "It's Sosa." He's like, "That's not Sosa." I was like, "Man, it's Sosa."
I'm like, he's a very talented producer. And I seen it even before he released it. It was on one of his slides. He put up a lot of like just like stuff that he's making at the minute, and I remember seeing that and being like,
he's deadly. And I swear, man, like I only supported him recently in Index, and like I've actually been lucky. We done it again. We done a co-pro with Index. They were very grateful for them to actually invite us to do that. We done that last year, and that was savage. And obviously it's Index. They're gonna sell out, so it was a complete sellout show. But at least just supported one recently, and I was like, he's just a gent, an absolute gent. And for someone as well of his caliber, he's a
Liverpoolian, isn't he?
Liverpool,
Liverpool Scouts.
Scouts. The Scouts and Irish have a little bond that I feel like we do. I'm sure you have enough mates that are Scouts as well. We're very similar. We're all mad.
I know the boys, the Glass Liverpool boys are doing very well.
They have, I think they have a home base. Bob is doing a lot with them.
Bob Manzanilla, shout out Bob.
You also have, shout out Bob Manzanilla.
He's smashing it as well. We're going to get Bob in very soon. We're going to have a chat with Bob because he's doing bits.
Do you actually have a thing now to see the Glass with the Rapid Tracks?
Yes, with Rapid Tracks, actually another shout out.
Rapid Tracks, shout out the dart.
Collie's flying over the place.
Collie in effect going back to back.
In effect,
and here they done it back to back. I was lucky to see the second one. They done it at the D8 in the Garden. They done it back to back. I remember going to Wigwam after seeing it, and it was my first time at the end.
Because they played for Slither. Was it Slither or something? They played for as an after party.
There'd be loads of shout outs and shout out Slither as well. Slither
smashing it, Mark.
Killing it, proper.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I remember being in there in the Wigwam, and it was like Wigwam was a perfect set for that. I remember Collie smashing that. Like it can be boys because he's a mate, but I mean he smashed it. Deadly. That was a whopper little buzz.
So they're going to do that again for Rapid Tracks.
I was half thinking of going over for it. So I was like, so I'm trying to figure it out.
So shout out. That's Dart. I think that's the first time Dart's bringing it on the road as well.
Yeah, bringing Rapid Tracks on the road, which is I can't imagine that's going to be the first time. That's going to grow rapid.
Rapid Tracks, 100%. But he already is, man. He had such big tunes over the summer, man.
Like, but
Emergency.
Like a lot of people are like, not a lot of people are getting to know him. Like obviously we're like a lot older, but the younger generation.
Jordan, I remember Jordan from like this the Sunday Club days. Back when Jonathan Coy he used to do a lot for Strictly Deep.
With Jonathan.
And then he went on to do a lot of stuff for 4-4 as well.
He's changed so much.
And then he just stuck the head down and got stuck in. And man, I remember even his early releases with. I can't even remember the name of the two early releases. There was one, I actually have his record there. It's actually over there. He
knew this moment was coming up. He was like, get the record.
But in that record, he actually used Lunatic, Scully. He used Lunatic's vocal sample on the drop, so it's a massive build-up. And then it just...
That was a man.
That was a man. I can't remember what he says. And it just says like one word. It's just from one of the Irish hip-hop tunes, Lunatic, and he says... I can't remember the name of the tune for
Put your heads up and all that.
So he just says one little word and then it just kicks in, kick drum and the bass is sick.
He's
even his early releases before he went pure hard house are still sick.
So but like he's always had this raw Irish old school. Cause I know John myself and like the two of us have a very similar upbringing. I'm from Cabra Heath and Finglas. Like we both grew up in the same sounds. My brother was a DJ. My brother has like one of the best record collections I know. Like, you know what I mean?
Is your brother DJ or did he just collect records?
My brother's to me personally, my brother's my favourite DJ. He's never done a gig outside of the bedroom.
He's serious?
He is like the only person I know who tells a story about a tune. No, there's no BPM, there's no key, there's no nothing. There's just hearing something work or something and doing it. But he could do a 12-minute mix and there'd be 3 tunes and it'd be like one tune, you make it all sound. But like I grew up on that, like old school trance, old school house, hard house, town, whether it's Tony DeVitt, whether it was Freddie Corsten, whether it was Bleeding. God, all that crew, the Toy Boys, all
they
that.
always say music just goes in circles, doesn't it? Like that hard house sound is so
I was literally only having this conversation last week. I was listening back to a few tunes because I was dropped up to my brother. I was dropping up to my brother. Yeah. I mean, he was sending me loads of tunes. We always do. He always sends me videos on WhatsApp of a record playing. And I'm listening to all these tunes and I'm like, turning out to my missus and I'm like, see, this is where I get my sound from. I'm like, listen to them tunes. I was like, that's literally what I'm trying to recreate now, which I'm gonna hear this year because like I have been holding back. A lot of people have been at me all.
I've been seeing a lot of clips. You've been posting some clips. You've been teasing them out there.
I'm not a perfectionist, but I like I know what I want to release, and there's a time.
What's your DAW? What do you use?
Ableton. I love it. I've used Ableton for over 10 years.
You use a lot of hardware, or are you kind of drawn?
I was using a lot of hardware. It was actually like of a good bit of hardware, like rack synths and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, in the last few years, like I use the VST versions of the rack ones that I have sometimes.
That's what happens, But look at everything that's in the studio. Most of my stuff I'm always doing at home on VSTs.
Of all the lads in here, I guarantee the majority of them just, you can have it there, but you're like, oh, but I have to plug it in and wear it. And
no, it's Scully. The way Scully has it set up now, like, no, when you're here, it's nice, it's easy to drag and just start jamming away on. But I mean, when I'm at home.
Well, no, literally before you came, he was in there and he was just jamming away, and I was just looking at it going. I was like, hey, I was like, scrap the podcast. Come on, we just make a tune.
Kid in the playground kind of stuff, like.
Well, deadly. But yeah, no, so Ableton, so you love Ableton. So it's for me, it's a great workflow. There's now like like FL for me is like usually if you start off using FL, you're gonna.
You kind of stick to it.
And
So
many good people who use it. So many good people use it.
Yeah,
I think Blade Stussy use it. Even Robbie G, he's a
uses it as
fucking
well,
wizard at it as well. Like they're all.
See, that's the big boiler room back to back. They got announced. Kettman and Stussy.
Mental open with Telegraph, isn't it?
Yeah.
And who else? Special Request
and Effie.
Yeah. I was literally only saying that, and I was like,
absolutely huge lineup.
That's a mad one because I remember being at. I was obviously lucky enough for me. I got to play at the X, which was unbelievable. Which is actually such a buzz. Casa Bacardi. I was on right after Omni, and Jake Fitz playing for that. It was deadly. We just got to play like we were right at the entrance, so when everyone was coming in, we were getting loads of people.
Straight over for a bop.
It was deadly. That was on Casa Bacardi, but that was a good buzz. But yeah, I remember being at it, and we were backstage when Kettman was playing. We were backstage at the side of the stage. They had like it was like a little pit. Yeah. Really got everyone was kind of there, which was cool. I got to meet like, jeez man, I had a conversation with Daddy Trance. I was having like proper like, I remember going up to him. I was like nearly fanboying, but I was like, hold your shit together, I was like, don't break out. But I was just like, man, I was like, I love what you're doing because you're bringing that trancey buzz back, which him, Ben Hemsley, Heartstring, all them. That's the stuff I love. Yeah. But I remember being there, and I remember like seeing Catman. It was just, it was such a good buzz. And then like I remember then Chris Stussy had literally like just flown around and he jumped.
Kent was flying around in the buggy with him and all like.
My missus was walking at it and she was like,
she was doing artist liaison, wasn't she?
She was my artist liaison, which is full circle. That's how we met, because she was my artist liaison. Yeah. And
shout on Nicole,
who was also down with Silo Camelfat, which is
we get into that as well.
6,000 people or something, warming up for that, which is going to be late. That's in next week.
Soon,
next week, yeah. So, but I was in the buggy. We were going up to like the house. There was the big house where you had like we were going up to try to get drink basically, and we drove up and we're in the buggy, right? And all of a sudden I see fucking Kettman and Chris Stussy flying down on the buggy going past us, and I turn around and I remember Sean was in it. And it looked like I was, what the fuck? Why is Kettman flying around in a buggy like? But yeah, he was cool. We had a good buzz with him and all. Same as like Stussy, absolutely. I never met him, listened to him ages.
But I'd be looking at their schedules and I'm just like, holy
mental
shit.
That would have been.
He posted his February one the other day, Stussy, and I was just looking at it going,
non-stop, man.
I counted it. It was something like, I think it was 12 or 14 shows or something in the month.
Probably down 500.
And he's going from South America over to Australia, back to Europe, back like just so at that stage. You get to that stage and it's so tiring. It's like people, it's gas because so many people they get into DJing and then they see all these stars and all these people. They want that lifestyle. They want it, and they don't realise how hard it is.
I was having this conversation. I was saying, like, you know, people look at it and they glamorise. Obviously, we're so small. Like, we're nothing.
Don't get me wrong. It is to be glamorised. It's not that I'm putting it down, but it's people doubt the work you put in behind it.
What I'm saying is that, like, for us, it's very easy because like we're not every week. We're not big people. We're not like. There's people that, and it's even friends of mine who are like on the road, and like even like say the obscure lads are on the road now. Like I remember chatting to them and they're like, I'm bollocks, and I'm like, you look at it and I'm looking at the videos going, oh, little, they're like, I'm wrecked, but it's little, but it's sick.
Great experience, but so
tired.
But
they're like, I'm tired, and it's like you forget about like
you can't even party around.
If you go to travel, say like, all right, you're gonna go to Australia, so like Australia's huge. You're not just doing like, it's not just like I'm travelling Ireland. Yeah. It's like it takes us 4 hours to get to the side of Ireland, like as in from top to bottom probably. Yeah. With them it's like, you're probably on a 4-hour bus to get a plane, to get this, and like you're non-stop travelling, so people do forget it, so it is.
Much travelling. At least them two, like the two boys have each other though, which is a great thing. But like when you're on your own on the road, especially anyone that has family and like that behind, and you're on road for like,
and you know that you're a family man, so you know the drill with that. It's tiring enough as it is.
But like, and going from being in a room where everyone wants to picture, which everyone wants to, you know what I mean? Like you're surrounded by that energy where you are the main person in that room, and you go from being in that environment to just all of a sudden in the back arse of Colombia in a hotel room on your own. Can you imagine going from that energy to just on your own?
Did you see the thing with Christoph? Did you see the out with Christoph where he was in Brazil? Where he done a show, like you'd forget that when they're going like travelling all these mad places. He was in South America doing a show, and I think he was in Brazil, and like Christoph, like big massive DJ, like he was, but like probably like the local people probably didn't know who he was, but they seen this guy with like drivers with this and that. He got chased, like he literally got chased. But like in a car, yeah man, only for this is, I don't know whether he had like an Uber driver, a taxi driver, but he had like a guy who was local that knew shit as driver, and he had to like flee from the scene because he was about to get robbed. He done a video when he was like Brett he was saying, I can't believe what just happened. I'm so panicky. He's like, I'm never going back to Brazil again. Which is like, I'm not going to state that because I don't know the fella, but I mean, seeing that video, I was like, shit, you forget about touring in places that you don't know. Like.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Marcelo, you know, he only got robbed when he came here to play.
Oh, I seen that his laptop, wasn't it?
Yeah, man.
How did that happen?
He was sitting at a bench and someone went by and snatched it and legged it on him.
He got it back though, didn't he?
He went straight to the guard and the guard found the person.
Got it back because the good Irish promoters being mad things were like, we're going to kill you.
Everything got sorted. And he actually put up a big post. The guard themselves put up a post.
Yeah, I only seen that photo. I was like,
and everything.
What? This happened? I was like, oh, no way.
The laptop, everything was still there.
It's wild.
The whole lot.
Especially like, you know, as
he had everything, his passport, his laptop, his USBs, his headphones, everything was in that bag.
But you know that even as us, I'm a fucker for it, where like, I leave USBs everywhere. I'm always at, we're all at it. You know how shit it feels when you go, I'm not to leave me USB, it's loads of shit.
So can you imagine your whole career in a bag?
Oh man, like literally like your laptop, I back up stuff regular and using Toy Machine. I'm always backing up now. I have a separate hard drive for it.
I really need to do that.
But like I even seen it with Kaz, another great Irish producer who's doing very well. Like very well, especially with the trick thing, and I was waiting for that moment to pop. But
serious tune as well.
Very
that sweet thing. But it's exactly trick level. It was made for trick. That's a trick tune.
I remember I played that when we done the D8 in the garden. I remember playing it and like just seeing it, because I remember sending the video to the cars going, look, I was like, everyone was going, But same, I remember seeing there where it put a post up and it was like, my laptop just crashed, think I'm at the losing everything, and you look at it and I felt that pain. I was like, man, like, we're all idiots, we never back up stuff. I was like, you can imagine like how many tracks even me now, I'm looking at it going, I have so much stuff that's not finished. I don't have audios bounced out of that. I don't masters done. I just have projects.
Just the foil.
If you lose that, like, you're gone. Could be a good thing sometimes, it's a clean slate, but if, like,
they go straight home now and back up to the laptop.
But Jesus, man, so.
Gas. How long are you DJing? So, like, before you started Perception, did you only get into DJing when you started with the events? Obviously, you said your brother's influence.
Yeah,
I'm
very lucky. I started off on records. I started off with a set of 12 tens. My brothers. Lucky enough. I actually started off because my brother used to go out. I was like 14, 15, like, you know, I remember my brother was going out with the lads and I'd go on to the records. I couldn't figure out the turn of speakers on.
Well, he'd be one, you go out and that.
I just didn't want them now because I looked up to him, you know what I mean? He's my older brother, you know, but I didn't want them to know that I looked up to him. And I was really obviously being the bigger brother. I have two bigger brothers, by the way, but one of them moved out like a lot younger.
Is he into the music as well? Or?
No, not even. He's a businessman. He's great. He's a great businessman, but he's not really into the music.
So you got a bit of both. You got the business and you got
you got a
bit of both. And you didn't just get the one or the other. You got the bit of both.
Not even realising I'm a bit of a mix of it all. But
the music and the business.
But yeah, so he'd come out on nights out. He'd go out on nights out with the lads, like, and he'd be on the Temple Theatre or something, and I'd literally just go like turn the decks on. Could turn them on, could hit play, but it didn't know how to hook the speakers up because he had them hooked up to an old Sony sound system. You had to put on AUX, which I didn't know that was obviously like your auxiliary. I didn't know what AUX was. I knew nothing, but he had it obviously plugged out. And I couldn't figure out how to put speakers on, but I'd hear the records, I'd be listening to them, I'd be fascinated. Just hearing it on the ground.
I find that fascinating, that like, if you put your ear to a record in a quiet room, you can hear the fucking tune.
Once the needle hits the record,
that's insane to me.
You hear it coming through.
Yeah. Through a piece of wax in a needle.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, now we listen to our phones and our AirPods and there's nothing.
No.
That's a next level thing. We don't even want to think about what's going on there, but like, you can literally hear it. Like
technology.
But yeah, I used to do that, and then eventually, like, I think he caught me. I think I took one of his records off. I used to go through his records, but I'd always take the two off. Right, he probably doesn't know this. If he does listen to this, he probably doesn't know this. He used to take the records off, put them to the side, and go through his records. And I remember just Positive, or I remember seeing Positive records. I remember, oh man, some of the best records. Defected. I didn't know trance, I didn't know house. I just knew dance music. I knew like Ministry of Sound.
You think he didn't know, but he's still seeing all your fingerprints on.
No, but he didn't know. I used to wipe them off. I used to have shoe polish.
You were on the ball. You were on the ball.
Little greasy kid. No, but I used to take the two of them off, and then I'd go to the records, and then when I'd finish, I'd put the two records back on that you had on, so he wouldn't know. And I'd have everything set. There was no like taking a photo of what it looked like before you go. It was literally like you have to kind of go. You have to like go through the settings of what it was. Right, we'll leave everything down. I didn't know what EQs were. I didn't know like if you turn this and it cuts out the low end, it cuts, if it increases the highs. Never increase on a mixer. Only cut, don't increase, don't boost.
Great your voice.
But he used to do that, and like then eventually he says, "Do you want to learn?" I says, "Yeah." He started showing me. Like I learned with like just my ears. I'm very lucky to be one of few who are still around. Well, like obviously the older people, the younger generation, they're relying on.
It is a lot more appreciated now, though. Like there is people out there that are still diggers. They still love to play records. Man. Obviously, the likes of Collie and the likes of Finn and the guys.
Again, Collie's a different level of aware. Like he was very lucky to have his
influence. It's influence.
He grew
coming
with
down.
that, and obviously he's just I never met. I think that's why me and him clicked so well. Is that I never met someone who was so passionate. That just loves it and just we always bounce tunes off each other.
For sure.
Literally laying on the records, and then after laying on that, then it was like, I think it was a Christmas. It was probably like 15. I remember going to my man. Like, it says, I want to buy a set of decks. Bought a set of Newmark CD decks. I mean, my brother didn't know two CD decks, so the two of us started figuring that out. Then I remember like I started to work my first job when I was 15. Started saving up. Eventually bought a .8 CDJs, the 1000 Mark IIs, think not even Mark IIIs.
The CDs.
They're like 800 quid at the time I two of them, like, and nowadays probably get a set for €100.
Jesus, yeah.
But later on them, and then I done one club gig, ironically supporting Jax Jones, who now is actually like playing one of my tunes consistently, which is mad. It's actually mad. That was in Buzz, so whatever it was at the time,
like,
Red Cow.
What
was it called? Diva?
I think I went to a DJ competition out there. Is that the one in Tala,
yeah?
Yeah, I went to I've done a DJ competition.
Is that Tala? What is that Tala Clondalk? What would you call that area?
Isn't
Red Cow, I don't know.
No, sorry, I didn't. That wasn't. What's the one that was underneath the like centre in Tala? There used to be a spot over there as well.
God, man, there's so many clubs, and that's another topic altogether, which we'll probably touch on. But like, there's loads of clubs that are like, there's loads of the best clubs that are just gone. I grew up in like the likes of, I was only going out 17, 18. It was like you got the Funky Box on a Friday. You got Funky Box on a Friday.
We had, man. I remember going to the Pepper. Me and
the Pepper was dead, man. Underground the Pepper.
We used to go in there at about 6 o'clock in the evening before there was any bouncers, just to hang around until, just so we didn't get ID'd. We were only 16 or 17 going in. Hiding in Jackson.
I swear to God, no. I'm sorry. I swear to God. I swear I remember a few of my mates down like, oh, we're just hiding in the toilet.
We used to do that.
You go in there really early.
We go in, and there might be one of us that was 18, so we get them to go up and buy the points. And you'd sit there and you'd have a pint or two.
There was always that one mate who was usually me that had a bit of facial hair that was like, you'll get served smokes, you'll get served drink, you try it, lad.
So that was savage, man.
That's so funny, man. I love that actually. Yeah, jeez, that's a memory.
And then you'd see one or two, you'd always see the bouncers legging it. Yeah, have you seen fucking
the Pepper used to be mad. That was
bouncers running up and down the stairs trying to pull
back now. Like, I know he had a bit of a pitfall, but like
obviously it's Wigwam now. It's different.
Since the maybe only last year I've gone to a few shows that, and now they've new bookers, and now they've a whole new front.
I think the big thing with it was when Wigwam opened, they only kept the basement. So which happy days they kept the basement, because that was obviously one of the main spots as well. Was the basement when it was the Pepper. But what I loved about the Pepper was the main room. So when you go into Wigwam now, they have recreated that vibe in the main room, which they didn't have for a long time. It was more of a brunchy spot upstairs, and you go and have a rave downstairs.
Bougie cocktails.
Yeah, whereas now they have the lighting set up, they have the sound system, the whole lot, so you can do shows upstairs, and it's class. I played there. It's unreal.
Man, I was only playing there on Thursday night. I don't do student nights, I don't do anything like that, but I've done it as a favour at the end. I was doing it on Thursday night, me and Chuck, you see, me and Chuck, you know, he's not even a DJ playing tunes.
But they used to have a door there in the Pepper, so it wasn't an open space. That's what I loved about it, because there now at the minute, it is class, but if you're standing like down near the bar, the sound system bounces a bit. It doesn't sound great. It's only when you're up close with the bass.
I was walking out the front. I was walking out towards the front, because the toilets, obviously you go upstairs. I didn't realise they actually told me there was one behind the stage. But like I was running to the front, and I was like, the sound just disappeared in the back.
It does, that's what I'm saying. Whereas when the wall was there,
I think that's to isolate people sitting down as well to the dance floor.
Used to have the doors, and you go through the doors, and the sound would be just paired because it was boxed in. Do you know what I mean?
Remember that in Hangar going through the doors in the Hangar? They done the divider when they had a split. That's one memory.
I remember going there, and there was no divider, and it was one
big
even bigger. Longer.
I remember seeing Flash Mob. I remember seeing. I'll never forget a memory I have seeing Special Request. Like, I'm a big Paul Woolford fan. We were lucky enough to support him a couple of. No, we didn't support him. Sorry, that actually got changed. Paul Woolford couldn't do it. I don't know whether he was sick or something. I was on the going away, and reception we went to support him, and ended up being like dart and reception and stuff like that. But it was. I remember like I was in Japan, and I was literally going to book my flight, because I was like, Paul Woolford, my biggest inspiration ever. I was like,
you were going to come back for it.
I was going to postpone and like push my flights, but like. I was like travelling, and there was so many flights in between. It was too expensive, but we were going to do that. But Paul Woolford, right? So I'm laughing, I'm going to Dawson at the time. I'm like, man, I was like, I'm going to tell you this memory I have with him. I remember being in a hangar, probably 19, 20 maybe. I remember seeing him going. He was Special Request, that real like dubby, real drum and bassy kind of break stuff. Little.
He's savage,
savage. And I remember going. I was like, I'm gonna go see him, and I go up to him. I'm at the backstage, because my mate does the door and all, and he lets us in. So I'm at the backstage, and I see him, and I go, man. Hey, I'm sorry, I was very drunk. I was locked, I was right. But I goes, man, I says, I'm not gonna fanboy. I was like, but I love your stuff, it's deadly. It's embarrassing. But he turned around and goes, no, it's not me, it's him.
Oh no.
And I turned around and it was his best mate. There was two of them, but we didn't know. We just seen him and Dad's like, yeah, no, he's there now. But again, there was no like real social media where I got to see his face. I just knew his sound, which I love.
Man, like, that's happened loads. And now you know everyone from Instagram.
How embarrassing you're going.
Man, if you want to talk about embarrassing, here's one for you, right? We were over in Parklife playing at Parklife, and the second day wrote off. I was like, I can't, because I was playing in Izzy the night before.
As it is, we all got excited going.
I played Izzy the night before, so I done Izzy, played, and my flight was at like 6-7 in the morning. Done Izzy, in a taxi, straight home, got me missus, straight to the airport, straight there, on the rollie, playing day one at Parklife, in bits. And then I was like, right, day two, wrote off. I said, fuck it, we just go get a bit of food, not going back for a second day. So went into, I think it's Zizzi's, you know, that's Zizzi's, the Italian spot, like, this is in Manchester. And it wasn't that busy, sat down eating a bit of grub, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of people walk in, and I was like, that's fucking Mal grabbing his crew, is it? Yeah, it is. He just comes out because he was playing obviously at the day before, comes over, sits a few tables up.
Fanboy moment, then
and I was like, oh, will I go over and ask? No, I won't go over. No, I'll leave him, I'll just leave him. Chatting away with my missus, whatever, and then eventually, fuck it. As I was leaving, I was like, fuck it, before I go, I'll just ask him, I don't need to do something, whatever. His food hasn't, I think his food hadn't came yet. I was like, I'll go over and ask him. Went over, asked him for the picture. Yeah, no bother, stands up, sound good. Yeah, got in the picture with me the whole lot. And I asked one of his crew at the table, here, will you take that? Grand, took the phone, took the photo. That was grand, left. And it was only,
like I know where this is
it was only a little while after that I realised he was sitting there with, who else was it? It was Hammer. It was, who was it out of his crew? There was like 4 or 5 like well-known DJs that I just didn't cop because I didn't know who they looked like.
You don't know
so
faces
I was sitting there like,
I
could have easily gotten a picture with all of them because I loved all of their music. I was listening to all of them. I'm trying to think who the fuck it was now. That's wrecking me head. I can't remember who else it was. But I'd asked her. The Hammer was definitely there, and it wasn't like Skin on Skin or anything, but it was someone else out of that kind of looking for trouble crew, like
Tala's finest.
Oh man, Skin on Skin. Oh, he's a legend, man. We done that. Is another funny story. Mark, when we did you do it with Slither? I think Mark was.
We love that little joke that you have with that.
The Tala,
so funny,
it's gas. But he played Bowline actually, funny enough, Skin on Skin. He played it for one of the after parties, and it was unbelievable.
His energy.
He was the only person that I've ever seen that when we got him out of the car, we had to get a group of us to hold people back while he went in through a back door. They treated him like he was Justin Bieber. Girls literally screaming in his face.
I love that.
When he got out of the car, it was insane. I had to bring him up, and we had. We were up on the little rooftop.
That's like that rapper stars, you know, where people can compare it to where you're like, you know, it's when people just like go around and whether you're a pop star, you're a rapper, you're a celebrity.
Some girl turned around. She didn't even cop him. She turned around and just copped that he was standing there and just into his face, screamed top of our lungs.
Love it.
Mad.
He's a legend as well.
Like he was Justin Bieber walking into the bus.
His energy,
he smashed it. He smashed it. He's such a sound guy, man. He's such a nice guy. We were chilling with him up on the. Were you ever up on the little rooftop above him? We crawled through the kitchen out onto the rooftop, and we had the thing lifted up as well, so the. You can look down. That was what I used to love about Bowling. When you were up there, you could. It was right onto the dance floor. So we used to be able to get. If the place was packed, like I think it was the X Club that played there as well, or there was someone. No, it wasn't. It was someone that plays with X Club as well. It was another one of them, like decent heavy. I can't remember. It was one of Slither's acts. And again, absolutely smashing it out, and they were playing an X Club tune. That's what it was. It's that habitual drum loop number 23. But this one has, it's a consistent habitual drum loop. It's a build up and a build up for
so groovy, but also I don't know what to
super groovy,
say
man. But this track in particular, it just has such a build up, and then eventually at the end, the snares come in, and then it just kicks in. But the whole, I have a video. I must try and find it on my phone.
Energy. I don't know whether it's the drums.
Just absolutely lit up. You can't beat them moments. Like
no, you can't.
It's like because I was watching Brother was giving out shite there the other day on Instagram about phones on the dance floors, and really like
it's a 50-50 thing. Like there is a lot to be said for it. Like.
I think it depends on the club and it depends on the vibe, but have you
seen all the stuff recently with the coin music stuff? Like that's like that's wild when you see them when the people are actually like on top of you, like on top of you.
I only watched the video the other day.
So disappointing.
I won't actually name the 2 DJs, but they took a video with the 2 DJs and they said. It was a Daily Mail breaking news little app you could use, that like a little, what you call them, filter, right? And it was like, so you can put your own text on the Daily Mail filter, and it puts and it was like 2 DJs head to head gurn off, and it was like zoomed in videos of while they're DJing on a bit of stuff. You can tell they're kind of under the influence of certain substances, and
what's that? What's that?
Alcohol. They were very drunk. And
on the little, what are them nicotine patches?
Yeah, that's the ones, yeah.
The little things, yeah.
But
what do you call them? Pillows? What do you call them?
Oh, what are they called? Snuffs or
something pillows, they all call them lip pillows or lip cushions or something.
I know the ones on with the
I've never taken one. I'm not pulling that to me lip, not a chance.
But look, going back to the whole thing of like the phones and dance floors and stuff, like I do get it to an extent. It's nice to catch
because people can get in trouble.
But people, when you're going to them more underground parties, the techno parties, look, it depends. You're going to a nightclub to get away from the norm. You're getting away from your norm. You want to let loose. Something that you wouldn't usually do. Do you know what I mean? And you want to be yourself.
There was two reasons I got into doing like any promoting like that. Like, you know what I mean? Was one, to give myself gigs. Well, like to bring DJs.
The exact same thing as well.
Yeah, to bring DJs over who you love and you want to see. To play yourself, and then the other very important thing is to give people opportunities. Yeah, that was my big thing with it. But like, you know what I mean? And also like the whole purpose we all do it is to give people an experience. Something that they can just get away from all. Whether it's a sad thing to say, but like, you know, the four of
some people do want to do that. It's an escapism to an extent. It's an escapism, but it's
not a negative thing either. Like,
no,
people do take it to that. Like,
it's a social escapism that you go with your friends and the people that you're into the music with. But my point is that when someone's dancing hard, they're giving it socks, and then all of a sudden you see someone
recording,
someone laughing.
I hate that.
I hate that.
That
should never happen. And then
it's frustrating when people do. Like, you see the people at boiler rooms. You watch the people at boiler rooms. The people at boiler rooms are mad. Really catch everyone in these moments. But I'm like, imagine being that person, man. You know, it's that one bad moment as a DJ.
That's different though. You're going to a boiler room, you're not on camera.
I know.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about the people that are going to like, these underground clubs to listen to techno to get away from certain things or whatever their niche is. It doesn't just have to be techno, but there's certain parties that you go to for a different
music is. There's a lot of influences. There's a lot of stuff where people do want to let loose.
Someone that might, as you said, normal 9 to 5, a banker fella, working his bollocks off, and he wants to just let loose at the end of the weekend, and his normal circle of friends or his family might not be into techno, but he loves to go for a good techno party.
Just to go and let loose,
and let loose, and he doesn't want to be caught on camera and all of his banker friends seeing him
in a bundle.
Absolutely, in a bundle, letting loose or whatever. Yeah,
toy around the head after work.
Toy around the head buzz after work, exactly. So like, I can definitely see that aspect of it. You know, like leave it up to the promoter. There's gonna be. Everyone does after movies.
I think it's hard.
Everyone is a video editor now. Everyone's a fucking TikTok star.
Unfortunately,
now,
it is mad, isn't it? Like it's wild, but it's another.
It's insane how the way it's gone.
Something we won't touch on it, but it is insane.
I don't mind touching on it, man.
It is insane.
I've brought up this opinion a few times on previous podcasts, and I still stick by it. Like it's a very hard thing for me, because when we originally started, the work that you put in, you done your Facebook event, you got your cool graphics done, you pushed your party, and then when your party happened and you got your heads in, you know, you'd hire a videographer, you'd pay good money for someone to come in to record the whole night. You know, whatever about the phones, someone came in with a decent camera and he'd go home and he'd edit that up. He'd spend days on that, editing it for you. He'd send it to you and you'd stand out because you had this after movie done. Whereas now everyone's just...
It is happening a lot.
It's the social pressure though, what I find is the pressure of people that want to be putting their time into their events, or they want to be putting time into getting the bookings done or their music or whatever else. They're so distracted by, but I need to create good content. I need to create a good reel. I need to record myself making this tune. I need to, and it puts a lot of pressure on artists that I feel will take away from them, where they could be putting that.
There is a lot of promoters that go. I've had it where like I actually had someone turn around to me and was like, you know, like if you can sell a certain amount of things and you can push this content, we need you to push content on it now. No, I'm bigger, like nothing like that. But you need to push this, you need to push that. I'm like, well, like you're booking us as a DJ. I don't do it. Like personally, and it's not. I'm not just saying it, but anyone who does any of our shows will never like say that we say this. We're the promoters. Yeah, you're the DJ.
As a promoter, that's your job. Exactly.
Our job is to promote you.
Exactly. Like, so as a promoter, you should be.
There's a bit of leeway in it now. There is a bit of leeway in it now.
You should be adapting as a promoter to be using these new tactics and new ways of promoting and creating videos and content. But it's unfortunate that it came down to the artists to feel this pressure.
We've been lucky. We've been lucky. Like any of the bigger shows, that we've done like that with people, like that we done. Let's say we done stuff on no names. Like, do you know what I mean? Any of them that does. They never say to us like, you need to do promote, you need to do that. They just put us on it and that's it. And they never ask us. Any promo we do for shows that aren't reception shows, that's us that do that. That's not. No one asks us to do that. We do that because personally I enjoy it. I enjoy being able to try push someone else to try get them to take it sold. Because obviously the more we push, the better it is. Of course. But we never force people into it. Because I know there is a lot of that, and it is a bit mad.
Yeah, no, true. Okay, so I suppose moving on, what music are you digging at the minute? I know you were saying a lot of influences there, trance, DJ.
I've always been like a trance head. Like trance is to me, and I'm like trance and hard house is what I've always been. Like, I play a lot of house. I love house, But like me, when I sit at home most of the time, I'm listening to like Gate Crashers classics. I'm listening to like, I mean, some of the best.
You like a bit of everything, as you said.
A bit of everything, but then again, I could be listening to like some of the old like defective CDs and defective records where they're like proper like raw house, like you know what I mean. Like I love all the old Chicago house, and then like I could be listening to bleeding lo-fi stuff. Could be anything.
What's your go-to when you're winding down? What's the word I'm looking for? Who's your guilty pleasure? Thank you, Keith. Guilty pleasure. Who's your guilty pleasure? Yeah, who do you whack on in the van when you're on the way to work and sing your heart out?
Depends on the moment. Oh, you know who we listen to a lot of Ben Boomer. I listen to a lot of Ben Boomer. Ben Boomer is unreal. He's unbelievable.
I must check him out.
I love like Angelina Deep. Angelina Deep's one of my favourite record labels. It's like like melodic.
Okay, so we're still I thought this is melodic house or something.
Yeah,
is it?
it's more melodic.
Right, no, but it's not. There's no guilty. I asked for a guilty pleasure.
It's not
that should be a guilty pleasure.
It's not a guilty pleasure. I love Samfit. I love stuff like that. Samfit would be very like. Would you say not R&B kind of stuff? I love a lot of R&B stuff. Like, you know.
Singing Chris Brown and
love Thames and all day. Thames is
hip hop head. You
love
hip hop?
Yeah. Big hip hop head. Proper hip hop. Like on Big L and all
old school.
Mob Deep.
Old school.
DJ. I remember when the Rap Gods in the
East Coast or West Coast?
I'm middle. I'm north side.
Is the north side are fucking smashing it as well with the hip hop, man? Have you been following the boys out Straight Records?
Yeah,
have you been
boys doing very well. Shout out to the lads, man.
Yeah, they are smashing it.
I love Irish hip hop. And
I've always been a big Irish hip hop.
I love hearing because there is a lot of Irish rappers that are well now that have an English accent, which is mad. But I see a lot of.
It depends, man. There's so many different types of hip hop.
I love seeing it because some of them are unbelievably talented. Like,
I grew up on the likes.
See the lads up in like Dundalk and Balbriggan and all that Drogheda area. Them lads are like the sound quality, because I shout out to like I know a few people that make some of the beats.
Yeah.
Little some of that trap stuff. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad. The drill and the trap stuff. I'm not a big fan of it.
I'm more into boom bap.
I'm boom bap as well, and that's what the Straight Record boys are about. Like, you know, it's very, very good. I have to give them a big shout out. And we had Aaron Connery on before, who is
Aaron's a gent.
Aaron's a gent.
I know Aaron a long time. I know one of Aaron's best mates. I know him. We grew up together, and like I've seen him, and I've seen it kind of grow. And I love.
He's a little genius, man, and he does it pure for the love.
Man. He's a perfectionist as well, isn't he?
But he does it. You can tell how much he does it for the love of it as well. Do you know what I mean? It's pure passion there. But
it's hard to get a lot of, you know. It's hard to get a lot.
They have Verb T over there. They're actually out recording music videos at the minute with Verb T, because he was on Beano's project. So Beano just released his album. So it's himself and No Venom. No Venom is the producer with Outstraight, and it's their first project together. And it's a sick album. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out.
Definitely.
It's called Trap 7. Trap 7, and you've got a couple of features on there. Don Cobbs is on it, Panda Dre is on it. And
Panda Dre, what a man. What a legend, man. Well, just a multi-talented fella as well.
What a man. He's an artist, he is a rapper, he is a DJ, he's a producer.
We had a couple of drinks on Thursday.
He's a gent. He's one of my best mates since we like kids. We grew up together. Legend.
I didn't even know he rapped on that, man. I seen a video of him rapping. I was like, what?
Oh, he's
he's good.
Absolute sicko. Him and Connor, the two of them, we grew up together. But yeah, now the boys are absolutely smashing it, and it's funny, we actually have him coming down. I can plug a little show now here as well. So we have, I'm here, might as well. So we have Bush Baby, who is a UKG artist from London. He is sicko. His most recent EP just released on Time Is Now, which is Shannon Fed's label. It's its sub-label for the UKG. Roll to the Rhythm, absolute. If you haven't checked it out, check that out as well. Sick EP. So we have Bush Baby coming over, we are going back down to Cork. So we teamed up with Nat. Do you know Nat Natalie?
Yeah.
So we teamed up with her.
Obviously.
You haven't met her. No, absolute lady. She is a lady. She's lovely. She's part of the the Cork Electronic Music Council down there as well. They're doing big things down there. They are doing some really good things down there.
I don't know if you know, but there's a history lesson of house music in Ireland. It's Cork.
Yeah.
It's So Henry's.
So
Henry's is where So Henry's was like, you know, like in Manchester you had, I'm hitting a blank here. What was the name of the famous place in Manchester?
Sankey's?
No, the old place begins with M. Doesn't matter. It's gonna wreck my head. Anyway, basically, Dublin didn't have much of it, like a scene as such. But Cork, So Henry's, I get that. Get on that, Scully. Have a little Google. What is the name of that place? What is the name of that?
Like Joe Rogan here. Hey Jamie, search that up.
Jamie,
hey Jamie, search that up.
Get that.
Can you pull that up, please?
Oh man, what is it called? In Manchester, it was where house music was. We're gonna go. That's what it is. Shit, what is it called? Jamie, you're sacked. Get the elevator. Hacienda. You literally done that. Because of Manchester. The Hacienda, because obviously you have the Hacienda classic stuff that's going on now with the shows on.
Yeah.
But So Henry's was where like house music was. So Henry's was like Fish Go Deep and stuff like that. And I only know that because my old boss was like one of the people who was like ran it, who was mad. He ended up his best mates with Kerry Chandler. He's mad. Literally my old boss.
Kerry Chandler played in the Savoyan Corp as well. That was I remember being there 10 years ago for that gig.
Kerry Chandler, like I'm working like as an electrician, and I'm like, my boss is telling me you're into tunes and like he's telling me all this stuff, and I'm like, he's mad, he's a legend, like he's an absolute gent. He's telling me the story about like you're into music. Oh, I made the Kerry Chandler. I was like, wow, I'm like, he's waffling, right? So anyway, then I believed him because we were out one night, we had a few drinks, and like he texted him, and he was like, yeah, and then he was telling me about stuff like saying that, he was just telling me like saying that, say Kerry, I think Kerry's father passed away, and he was saying that about the funeral and stuff, and I was like, no way. I was like, geez, like he's not messing around here, like. So I'm at DX, right? I'm at District X, and I see Kerry, and my first time meeting Kerry, and like everyone just says nothing but good things about him. Like,
legend.
He's supposed to be a legend, like, you know.
See the video of cans at Life down.
Man, that's what I mean. Like everyone's just like, he's such a normal dude. So I meet him and I go.
You know, he's managed by
what's his name?
Donald.
What's his name? Yeah,
Donald.
Donald manages. He manages loads of vintage culture and all. Yeah.
Claptown Vintage Culture. Yeah, huge.
Man, shout out to him as well. He's
smashing
deadly.
it.
But anyways, so I meet Kerry, and I go up to him. And we're at the backstage area, like I was just walking around, and I see him. I go, "This Kerry, I'm gonna go over." I says, "Kerry," I goes, first of all, I goes, man, like you are a legend, like proper legend of the game, like, you know, like a lot of people will forget that, like the likes of him,
course,
your Marshall Jeffersons, you're all these people, like
Shay them here,
all these people that are like huge.
Huh?
Literally, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
What a moment as well. Yeah. But I seen it, and I go up to him and I says, "Hey, I have something random to ask you. If you have a second," I goes, because always. When you meet a DJ or anything like that, I always ask them if you have a minute, because don't just waffle the ears out. Because some of them are busy people. Like someone that came to me is like a god. I will say that, like king, like. But I see him and I goes, my old boss, right? My old boss turned around and was telling me that like he was mates with you. He goes, what's his name? And in the background, who do I see coming towards me? My old boss, and he's coming towards me, and he goes, "What are you about to say?" And he turned around and goes to me. He goes, "Oh, so you've met me evil twin?" And I looked and I couldn't stop laughing. I was like. So it was legit, and then obviously we all had a buzz, but I was like, how random is this? But he told me the whole history lesson of obviously like house music in Ireland, and he taught me about So Henry's, and I was like, I didn't even know about it. So yeah, history lesson.
Hopefully we're going to get Natalie as well. I want to bring that back up.
But there's a good few people in Cork, even young Tara and stuff as well.
Yeah, Tara, she's smashing the Tara.
We'll have four.
What's her second name? Casey, is it?
Yeah, we'll have four on the show very soon.
Look, there's loads of people I want to get on very soon.
Watch out for that. I'm not going to plug that,
but we'll go. Just I suppose we'll get back to it.
April 22nd. Just keep it free.
Don't worry, plenty of time for plugs at the end. But look, we're going back down to Cork. We've done it before with Dr. Dubplay and Denim Audio back in 2023.
April 22nd.
April 12th?
I'm joking, I said April 12th, not 22nd.
But have you been down to Cypress Avenue down there?
No, man, I haven't been down in Cork.
No, you've never partied down there?
Never been down. I had son of a bun burger out there when I was doing a job down there. I've been in Cork loads. I actually went kayaking in a place called Loch Hoyne. If you've never seen it, it's totally irrelevant to any music stuff. Loch Hoyne is like this little lake, and it has this thing called bioluminescent plankton, right? I love to see.
I know exactly that boil. Was that down there, was it?
I'm obsessed with it, right? But anyway, so yeah, man, literally like bioluminescent plankton. It's a big lake, and the lake is like warm because whatever way the Gulf comes up, it's has all these fish and stuff like that that's not in Irish waters. But yeah, the lake, man, we went up, it was like July, pitch black night, and it was like, I'm in it with me mate, and we're in this kayak, and like I went on a tour thing, it was 50 quid, the best 50 quid I've ever spent in my life, man, like, and we're paddling through, and like,
is this at night time?
Night time, and you're paddling, and every time you hit the water, the whole thing just lit up. The lake is unbelievable. But I've been laying on Cork loads, but I've never been on a night out. I've never had a drink Cork.
It's a good buzz. The energy down there is really nice. We done it in the Keno, so it wasn't Cypress Avenue. We done it last time when we brought Dubplay and Denim Audio over. We done it in the Keno with Natalie. She runs Outlawed, so this time we're going to Cypress Avenue instead of the Keno. Which is a bigger capacity, and Dre, funny enough, was coming down. Sick DJ. He's drum and bass mainly, but he's a sick UKG.
Well, that's what I didn't know. I knew Dre from being like drum and bass stuff. And I remember we were showing each other stuff, and he was showing me tunes, and he was making
sick. Man, he's a bit of everything. We always influenced each other. So anytime we went back to a session in Dre's, it would be, you have no choice.
There's a good knowledge of music.
You're only listening to drum and bass and jungle. You have no choice. You are not playing house music in my house.
Jungle.
Right, but then we slowly, between me...
Hardcore rave,
man, this is what I mean. He influenced us because I was a house head. And me and Collie then would be going up and we'd be like having a little mix in his gaff or whatever, and then he'd be like, that's grand, you can have a mix before we're going out, but when we get back here, it's drum. You're not allowed to play house in the gaff when you go back to it after a night out.
So we'd always be it's so intense after a night out, you don't want that. Like,
well, like, liquid is lovely. Liquid drum and bass is very smooth. It's beautiful.
It is, it's like driving music.
Calibre just got announced there actually so there's another little plug. Calibre has been announced in Tengu.
What a venue.
Calibre hasn't played here in 12 years, I think it has.
Wow.
I think he's from up north originally, but he hasn't played here, so Calibre for me would have been what I got into drum and bass. It would have been Calibre. I would have been which again he back in the day he would have made lovely jungly stuff as well, but also lovely liquid.
It's floaty. It's the bass. It's wherever the subs are,
and it's nice. It's not. There's no wonky.
No, there's no.
It's not wonky. It's not jump up exactly. But now he makes a lot of 140 and kind of experimental stuff as well. So I'm interested to see. Definitely going to go along to it.
Tango, man, is like I will say it's one of my favorite venues, man. It's like obviously like. It just has that little feel. There's no, I don't know what to explain. You just walk in, it's just everyone's just chilling, dancing in the moment.
I suppose,
really,
like what we talked about earlier about the camera thing. Certain venues, you get a lot of it.
Man, I was sending me a video going, I wish you were here because there was a tune playing and we hadn't been out in like years with each other. And I sent a video, I felt so guilty taking the video. Because like, there's nobody, everyone's in the moment.
Emma has worked tirelessly at building that venue.
Very good. I only met Emma for the first time there. She knows me, but I only met her for the first time. She's done the Chasing Status. She's part of Chasing Status in Index. And I met her and we were laughing because like, we actually would have been going to the same nights out. Like when it was Strange Ways, which was like in Lost Society, which was like drum and bass, dubstep. All my mates were big into it. Wednesdays,
I used to go into Bruce Willis as well.
Bruce Willis, man, you go out with €20, man, and you get your taxi in your taxi home, a load of drink, and you'd still come home with me. Out with €20, how I don't know.
Literally.
But yeah, I remember talking to her there. Yeah, she's deadly, man. I never seen her.
But she's working very hard to make it. She worked for years. She's worked to make that venue the way it is.
She's the booker. She's the booker.
She's the booker. Yeah. But she booker, manager, kind of. Yeah, she manages that venue. She gets it going.
Great venue.
Can't say, man, don't quote me on. She's the manager, but she puts a lot of influence into the venue.
If she does hear this or watch this, she's probably like, shut
up, Just shut up. No, I have to big shout out to her. She smashed it. And she's made that venue very, very, very good.
I do love that venue. I'd love to do a gig in it, but I don't know if it's that crowd, but. I think
it's a hard venue, I'd say, to get. She knows what she wants in there, so that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I like about it. It's not just like any punter who's going to throw a good party, who's going to bring the right.
Be like, if I'm looking at a venue, I look at it and I won't go, wow, they're not booking us weird. I look at Tango and I go, it's not.
Certain people have a certain niche and a certain taste that they like to bring.
It's not our crowd because I don't want to go in. I wouldn't want to go into a venue and just put a lot of bleeding mad things because we are all mad things. I am a mad thing. I know. I'm well aware. I am, and I love our crowd that are deadly. Like, but I'm saying like it's a very chilled.
I totally get what you mean.
People that are pure. There's been many purest people that not in a negative way, but people who are just really into that shit. Like they go there.
See, man, again, it's happened a few times. I've been at shows or I've had shows where you could be having drum and bass on, and a couple of lads from up the road have decided to just stroll into the party and they're not into drum and bass and they might take the piss a little bit on the dance floor. They'll be jumping around, but their presence alone and acting and messing and taking the piss out of the music, it affects other people's experience in that gig. Do you know what I mean?
You want to have your own moment, and that's the one thing. The one thing I love about what we wanted to do was because we like. I get along with everyone now, like, as in, I've different friends that are like of all sorts.
I'd be the exact same.
Wait, man, you're literally the exact same. I've a lot of mad things, I've a lot of posh people, I've a lot of like hipster people. And I'm not saying.
But Illicit's always been like that. Like we never clicked in with one certain sound.
I hate labeling people, man. I hate labeling people.
We've always, and even as a young fella, I was like that. Like I remember hanging around the bank, and we weren't the what you call them, the shufflers,
shufflers, the sane kids, the
emos, the skaters. Yeah, we had friends from
every group. The right. What were they called? Cyberpunky people.
What was it called?
What was it called then with the mad baggy
Spicers. That's what it was.
That?
Spicers. Because they used to wear the big long baggy trousers.
No, Spicers had the little fringes and all.
Yeah, but they'd wear the big long trousers and shuffle to the hard style. They would. They used to have the Adidas jumpers on. They'd have the mullets and they'd have the long baggy trousers and they'd play hard style and they'd shuffle. I can still do the little shuffle.
I can't shuffle and I'll never shuffle and I won't shuffle. But if I could,
the little two-step,
I would.
Some of them look like they're floating in the air.
Man, if I see someone doing that, I'm like, fuck, how are you doing that? I'm gonna stick to play music.
Stop. Any.
So yeah, but anyway, long story short, like it is like I love that about our shows because like I've so many different friends that they bring their friends, and then like the younger lads who we have DJing, they bring their friends. So we get a nice hybrid of everyone, and when everyone just glues together, well, maybe we've been lucky, but everyone just does glue together. You know
That's
what
why you need to get down to Fuiniv. Fuiniv is exactly like that.
Man, I've
Fuiniv
never
is
been
just
Fuiniv.
every part from every different and just coming together for one.
You had a good. You and Collie had a whop. You and Collie had a whop.
The last 2 years we've gotten to play on that Keep a Lit stage. We've been playing at Fuiniv basically since the start. So we're playing Fuiniv 7 years or something like that. Every year we go back and play different stages. And
everyone says that's just a whopper energy.
It's the best energy at any festival in Ireland.
Why I didn't go? I can't remember. There's a reason why I didn't go.
Whether you're playing at it or not, get down to it. Just get down. It's just that vibe. Everyone knows each other.
Because one friend of mine, Daz, like he's Primary Colours.
I know very well. Yeah, I know Daz.
Yeah, he's a legend, man.
Primary Colours
are unreal.
Yeah,
unreal, man.
So
unreal.
And I've had so many experiences at festivals where you just like you're on a lovely wobbly one, you go up and then you just see the bright, the colours, the bubbles, everything. You're like, this is there.
You have all the dancers there, Stacey, Rob, all just like, I love the energy. But like he was like to me, man. He was like, come down on Thursday at least come down because the Thursday is supposed to be a whopper night down there. People, it's like people don't even go on it. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right?
Yeah, but
the Thursday he was like, come down early.
You can do that,
just chill and just have a buzz and then do whatever. Because think if I had a gig on the Saturday.
But I don't trust myself. That's why I didn't go down the day before because I just go turbo and then the next day I fucking. Whereas I done it the opposite. I actually stayed down a day extra. So everything was over and there was just because we were camping at the back of the gaff up at the artist campsite. So
that's what you're saying. The gaff. I think the gaff was open on the Thursday.
Yeah, you can go up and chill in the gaff, man. The day after we were chilling by the fire, they have a love out the back. Oh man, I can't even explain it. You just need to be there. It's just.
So if you're running Fuiniv, invite me down to the next one. I won't do it because the Helm lads done that.
I'll put you in contact with the guy. It's Jack Cleary is a legend.
I think I met Jack at Pawn Shop and I was talking about it. He knew me like, and I was like, I'm pretty sure he runs Fuiniv, and I was like, I didn't want to be like.
There's a team of them now, so it would be Luke Reddy is one of the main.
One of them anyway. I can't remember.
Luke Reddy is one of the main guys. Lucas.
Sorry if I can't remember.
But it'd be Jack, Lucas, and. There's a few other Sean Darcy from Research. He came involved a few years later and started.
See Darcy, man.
Techno. He's what a legend.
What a man. The absolute gentleman.
Research. They're going 14 years or something.
Proper, yeah, man. That's grafters, man. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? When you're holding your place, like especially nowadays, there's so many people coming up. When you're holding your place from a long time ago, man, it's fucking savage. Yeah, they have their own little thing and it's class. But Darcy is a legend, man.
Yeah, no, he's a legend. He's smashing it. So yeah, any other labels around? What do you like? I know I asked you what music you into. Is there any? What's your favourite like Irish artist? Favourite Irish label? What are you digging within Ireland at the minute?
Favourite? It depends. What
because this is it's a bit more niche now. Obviously, techno. You've got techno, you've got house, and you like your trance. But even though trance is popular in Ireland, you don't see many trance collectives or labels or. Do you know what I mean? It's popular in DJ sets and you'll see the odd DJ come over, but you don't see too many like labels.
Signal was in Button Factory. Signal was in Button Factory last month. And I know Carl Mack brought him over. And Carl Mack is trying to like another lovely fella. Same again, he's trying to bring that car. Yeah. Legend. His energy's little, isn't it? I love Carl's energy. Yeah, man. Yeah, Carl's back, man. Do you know what? Carl is putting in serious fucking amount of hours into the studio. He's always sending stuff to me. He's a trance head, and he was back to Trance Army Ireland a long time ago in the maze. Carl would have been like, so I remember seeing it. I definitely remember seeing it.
I haven't seen any of them in a long time.
Dead now, as far as I know. But Carl's trying to bring it back. And I hope to see it grow, and I hope he will do well with it. You know what I mean? He's trying to go to an all crowd, 23s plus, which are all the trance heads.
Of course, yeah.
And like I can see, he's doing that with that as well. So and I think he has another one coming up. He had Signum, Signum, come on. What a tune, man! Any of Signum tunes, like Signum, Mara, Bacato, all that. Like I love all that. Irish artists I love. Like I'm being honest with you. Like obviously Dart is like.
Again, bringing that hard house vibe.
Bringing that, I love it. I'm a big like Tony DeVee fan. I'm a big all Tidy Boys and that Lisa Lashes, all that. Like that's he's bringing that.
Tony DeVee.
Like there's loads of small. There's a lot of small people. There's a fellow I know, Head High, and the same again. Like watch out for him. He's savage. He's getting support off mad amount of people. Get him on Instagram, get him on SoundCloud, whatever. Head High, yeah. Unbelievable.
Kajin is another one I like to plug there. KJINN, Kajin.
So many people that you don't know that are like, their social media, which is silly as well, but it's
But isn't it gas that the people that don't make these contents and show what you're having for dinner every day and and what you done in the studio today.
This fella just
ones that don't do that and literally just put up their songs and that's about it. And
even Scully over there in the corner, you know?
Such little, do you know what I mean? This is what I mean by the pressure of having to create content and become you're not just a DJ and a producer, you're a video editor, you're a, you know what I mean?
But I
There's
give
so
loads,
many
like,
titles on top of it then.
There's a lot, like, there's a little young fella who we love at the minute, right? And like, he's grown at the moment. He's only so young. I think Sean's only like maybe 18 or 19. Remember seeing him on the deck, so we booked him for the show. Because the lads were like little Al and Jay who were part of reception, like they're Northside Rhythm, they're doing loads of bits this year as well. They've had support off like Hannah Lang, Ben Hemsley, like,
with the Jones, is it?
Yeah, man, loads of like, and even just them in general, like loads of big buzz them. And because he spent the summer in Spain, and they were like, "No, get this young fella, Oxford, his name is." So Sean, right? This little young fella's deadly for that hard housey buzz. He's deadly, and I'll plug him all day because like even when I seen his mixing. Yeah. He was mixing the way I love mixing. Like,
is he producing as well, or just
producing? Unbelievable. Yeah. He's making deadly sounds. He's making like I'm always at him over. He's making proper old school sounds. He's only 18, 19, man. I'm like, if when I was that age, I was like on reason, trying to figure out how to bleed and rewire stuff going. Like, we had to like Scully, you know what it was like. Man, trying to rewire stuff. How do I plug the synth on? How do I do this? Like, we didn't have samples. We didn't have any of that. Like, so, but yeah, so geez, yeah, I'll plug him very young. There's a lot of big people, like even the likes of Cameron Watson and all, who you'll always plug, but like, unbelievably talented young lad and a
that's such a young lad.
Yeah, there's so it could be all day, and now that's like stuff I like. Now there's loads more. There's so many house people like you have. Jeez, man, there's so many.
Endless, yeah, I know. Yeah. It's Dublin is
it is endless.
Ireland
in
general,
man, right now, like we've so much.
Yeah, the potential is there.
I couldn't tell you how much. Like I could plug 1,000,001 people.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, plug DJs, like, yeah.
What's your favourite party? Where do you like to party? If you were to go away outside of Dublin, like where's your go-to? Do you party? Have you been to London clubs in London? Have you gone Berlin?
I'm going over to London to see. Even though like I'm a hard house, I love melodic house and stuff like that. Like, and I'm going over to see Rivers of Soul in July. Going to see their show. I'm going to see Frankie Waz live show next month as well.
Savage.
Next month, March.
What venue is that in? Caught you there, did
I don't know what venue it is. Actually, don't know because I bought the tickets. I just seen he's playing live, and I was like, I bought the tickets straight away. Yeah, sold out as well, man. It's his first ever live show. It's first ever actual live show. I mean, I was very lucky. I played Live Festival 2 years ago, and I was on like, the same stage as him. I was on the main stage, and we were at reception, and it was savage. It was actually deadly. And then I met him after through Josh Coatley. Was like he ends up. I don't know how Josh actually knows him. I can't remember, but the two of them are mates. And I was chatting to him and I ended up hanging out with him for ages. And he was like a massive influence on me, and it was like a big moment for me where I was like,
yeah, them full circle moments.
I was like, and I was trying not to fanboy, and I was like, oh, but I just had a buzz and like a legend. But going over to London to that, and then I'm actually going to Tomorrowland as well.
Tomorrowland's
gonna be nuts.
You going with your missus?
Yeah.
Yeah, did she do it last year, the year before? She only done it recently enough, didn't she?
She loves it, man.
She's going to Tomorrowland.
She didn't like convince me to go. She was like, you need to do it. I was gonna go last year, but I was like, no. I was like, you do you. I was like, I'll do me. And then this year I'm gonna go because I want to go. Just like shout out to another Irish music producer, Miro. It's definitely now. Oh, he has announced. Yeah, Miro's playing Tomorrowland. Miro's only 20, 21. What? He's young. Unbelievable.
Miro, is it?
Miro. Miro's playing Tomorrowland.
Sad. What kind of stuff
he's in the what's? Oh, he's playing like the dance and I don't know what's it called. Actually,
what kind of stuff does he make? Is it techno? Is it trance?
He makes like. It's not techno. It's like very fast paced, like
kind of BLK vibe. Is it like that heavy hard?
No, not hard. It's not hard dance at all. No, it's very like trancey, but not like trancey bouncy. That offbeat stuff, you know, like the big. He had a big tune. That there's just something about you. Never heard it? Don't quote me singing. But he has loads of tunes. He makes unbelievable music, and he's a proper worker. Like
so Tomorrowland, when's that? When are you going over there?
July. Don't tell me what date, because I'm brutal with dates.
I'm finally doing Ibiza. We're doing Ibiza in May. Finally.
That's gonna be
fucking. I was like, you know what?
You've been Ibiza?
No.
You haven't been Ibiza?
I'm 30 years of age in June. I've never been.
You're gonna be 40 years of age when you get back.
But that was my worry.
I'm only 21.
My worry was that I would be 40 before I actually got to go there, because I'm getting married.
That was my brother, man. My brother never went. But
I knew that happened to me. I was like, you know what? I'll get married in July, and they were like, you know what? We'll do a joint.
My brother went when he was 36 or something, and the first time ever gone. And we went mad. And it was his first time gone. He's like a music head. But like, I'm delighted you're on now.
Yeah, no, I have to. I was like, I have to.
Yeah, because when you're older, you have money. Like, when I went over the first time, I got a loan to go out. I got a loan out of credit union to go out.
So expensive. I've been told by a few people it's very expensive.
Yeah, it's probably 3 or 4 grand or something. We got two thinking I was balling like this. I'll buy everyone drink. Ibiza's going to be lethal.
No, I'm looking forward to it. So we're going over there. There's about 20 of us, more than 20 of us going over.
Before it goes to plan, we have Ibiza shows.
I did that. I can't plug it yet. We've linked up a few bits and bobs while we're over there.
It'd be a no-brainer for you to do.
We already have one show locked in with
Liam.
one of the main clubs in San Antonio.
Class.
So that's going to be a round 2 takeover.
Yeah.
But I can't announce it just yet because I need to.
You haven't said it to me, but I definitely know what it is because the maths is going on in my head here. To put them one on one together.
I'm sure you know. Yeah.
I'm like a step in that venue. I'm like a step in that
probably.
venue.
I'd imagine it is what you're thinking it is, but I need to just get it signed off. So I'm not.
So I might try to get over them, which is.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, what isn't it? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I told you already. The invite's there.
I'm just so much on, and I'm like trying.
But you see what's down. I'm going for the week. I'm going the 5th to the 12th. Me and the missus and Scully's coming over as well, and one or two of the other lads.
Scully's going to be the
majority.
Yeah,
he's been the tour.
Sorry. 3 is all sitting in the same row. 3 is all sitting in the same row.
Ian's actually going over the night before, so he's going to be there waiting on us to arrive because it was cheaper to fly out the day before for him or something like that. But
cheaper the same, but you're going to spend more on the day. Like I'll come a day earlier, but like I'm gonna spend a fortune now when you get over there. You go,
I know,
you get drunk on the flight, man. Everyone goes mad because it's such a My first time, man, I'll never forget. I went with my mate and like 2 of us went over. We went to 3 of us went over. We were with his mate as well. So we go over, right, and we're on the plane, but we got turbo on the plane. We got locked. We were like, we got a bottle of vodka in the airport, and we drank the bottle of vodka on the plane. So like when we got out, remember we going to the Scaldy Beach on San Antonio. Don't go, it's a dirt. Go to border. Go up around that neck of the woods.
I'm buzzing to go.
But geez, man, we were probably out until 2 o'clock in the day, and we went home and fell asleep on. We woke back up about 8 o'clock. I was hung over and all about because I was like, we got that drunk. And we looked the next day. We were looking, why is that videos in the apartment? I was like, I can't remember any of them videos. We were all like the bollocks with each other, winding each other up. One of the lads fall asleep, and we were messing with them and all. I was like, I can't remember any of that.
Yeah, but the flight is always the good crack. But see, this is the thing, right? This is why I'm good because we booked for the 5th. And everybody's not going for the week, so majority of the people are flying out on the Wednesday night. Because so the Wednesday night, so that they're going. So it's 2 days or so before everyone lands. But I'm good now. I'm not going to be on the plane with everyone coming over because I know that's where the buzz is getting over. And obviously you're still going to have the buzz over.
No, you want to be in there, settled, relaxed, sit on the beach, go to a beach, the town, go,
chill out.
You know, we beat the town later.
He's been loads. He'll be able to show
my first experience in a beat the town was my mate, poor mate, drank that much vodka. He got internal bleeding. He drank that much vodka. So we left him on his own. He was talking to the receptionist for hours. Burned the ears off you, man. We were all asleep, and then we were like, "Where's he gone?" He ripped the lining of his stomach.
Fucking.
And couldn't drink for the last 3 days. Remember BBC Radio one weekend? Didn't even know it was a thing at the time. It was 2000. Don't even know what. 19 splash like. One of them, but like it's my first experience in a beat the town. Cause he was in the hospital, and we were like. Me and one of the other lads, one of his mates, we basically went and says, right, we need to get filled. Where the fuck are we? I didn't know where we were. We went to the hospital in San Antonio. And then anyway, so we go to the beach town. I'm like, and it's all Spanish speaking. So we're proper like foreign going in there. And I was looking at me out, like, you know, looking around, going, where do we get filled? How do we get it? But what a place, man. Beautiful.
I've heard nothing but good things. I'm buzzing to go out and check it out. So we got that club.
It's not all Scaldy, like, you know.
We have that club sorted anyway, and I have 1 or 2 other little things in the pipeline I'm chatting away about as well. So hopefully there'll be a few bits to look forward to going over there as well.
So I might just sneak over just to get a say.
Come on over. The invite's there. It'll be back to back. There's about 100 DJs going.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that? Did you see that? Come here. Did you see that yoke where your man was like, this back-to-back fella's playing everywhere. He must be deadly.
Your board thinks back-to-back's a DJ.
Hello. Oh, stop.
So anything else you want to plug?
No, not really. We're doing a little, well, this is launching.
This is going to be live, so it'll be already out there. That's it,
So you'll have seen it. So we have Mass Medium, Club Caviar, which everyone knows them. There's unlimited house anthems of them. Have them in the Button Factory with Centre Point. Have a deadly support lineup. We have Dave, we have myself, and then we're going to have a room 2, which we won't say just yet in the room 2. It's just cool. We always try, like, the looks of the room 2 is we try to give people opportunities.
Of course,
You know what I mean? So we do.
He's doing upstairs, is it?
Upstairs. There's 3 rooms. I didn't realise sometimes they opened the bar sometimes. Do you remember Button Factory when it was like, because people don't know, there's a lot of them, that was the whole way. That bar wasn't there. The Button Factory just got a whole way back. It was way bigger.
It was bigger,
But it's better now because like, I don't know why they went bigger. It is, but it's better now.
It's cozy now. I like the way they built this down.
Get drink, tip if you're in a Button Factory. If you want to get drink, go to the bar right at the front. Don't queue up downstairs. Just go into the bar in the front.
Or upstairs as well sometimes.
Or upstairs, I've had some memories upstairs, man. Jesus Christ.
Some gigs in Button Factory, man.
But we have that. We'll have another show now in April. Which we'll announce soon. We are meant to do, so Paddy's Day is a 50-50 because a couple of issues with the venue, so I'm not going to say that it's solid have another big show that I have a deadly show actually coming up in March, which I won't say anything about because like
can't plug it yet.
Deadly. It's gonna be deadly. I'm actually buzzing with this.
Can you say the venue or the act? Or you can't say any of it.
But I was there recently enough anyway. But like basically, I got a text saying the name of the person. It's mad because I'm not allowed to say it. No, the name of the person anyway. Like, so obviously I haven't told anyone. Like my missus knows, that's it. And like I remember like and the person as well. Because I remember texting going, "Oh, I can't wait to see it."
No way.
But it was like I got the text. Now the minute I seen it, my whole face up because I was like, "This is gonna be deadly." Yeah. So that'd be another deadly one in March. So if you add. Yeah, I'm not going to say what dates. So
can't even say the date.
No, I'm just...
Hang this here.
Anything
else? What about releases? Have you any releases coming up?
Gonna have loads of whopper releases. As it says, I have been holding back on a lot of stuff. Stuff we're making at the moment is like...
Sometimes it's nice to sit back and build it up and just get it to where you're happy with it first.
Making music, man. Like, you know, your sound... It's not your sound changes. Like, you know, you're getting different moods and you're like, this is it. Sound out right now, you're talking 140 BPM. It's not hard housey, it's not trancey, it's a mix of both.
Okay.
It'd be good. I'll be testing out of it.
So you get to
test out this weekend. We have a show this weekend. We will have a show by the time you're seeing that.
So where can people hear your unreleased tunes? What shows have they to go to hear them?
Come to the Mass Medium show.
Mass Medium show.
Mass Medium show will be whopper.
You'll be playing a few unreleased at that.
Yeah, definitely. I love every gig I play that I get to play and that's faster than 132 at least. Because I do 136, I will play like, you know what I mean? Like I will always play it. Like I'm sure you sometimes about it because look, we are our biggest critic, which is something you should probably get comfortable with. I don't take my own voice half the time. Best of voice is just put it out. Now that's being genuine to any up and coming producer, anyone who wants to make music, just do it. I mean it, just do it. Ask for help. Me personally, if you want to text me on Instagram, I'll give you as much info. I'm not a gatekeeper. I think it's all the information there to be shared. If you get better than me, I just need to work harder. Do you know what I mean? Like when you put it down, don't be afraid to go, oh, I'm afraid. Like me and Scully were here earlier and I was like telling them about that little synth that we use, yeah. The gatekeep, no, but I'm joking. But I was saying to them about this, I was like, man, you got to use this. It's unbelievable. Like we're not shy, we're not really shy.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Knowledge
there's so many different things that you
share
can,
that knowledge, man. Yeah, 100%.
Sorry, yeah, just share everything and just give it. So I was like, straight away, you're gonna love this. You know what I mean? Don't be selfish. Don't hold on to everything. But don't be shy. Drop a text and just say, hey, look. Looking for help out, whether it's DJing, whether it's whether it's producing, whether it's a voice promoting. Look, I'm not a great promoter. I'm not gonna say it. Now we do well in every show, but it doesn't matter. Like we're all still just trying, and we're just. You gotta
give it a bash. You gotta.
If you fail, you fail. It's a lesson. It is what.
The best thing to do is get out to the shows that you like. Get talking to the promoters. Get talking to the people there.
And I'm being honest with you. Even your biggest fish that everyone looks at, all the bigger venues, all the bigger promoters. I'm not gonna lie. Like they're not intimidating. They're normal people. Everyone, there's no clashes with people, there's no holding back. I find a lot of that with the small.
I've said it before, whereas I found years ago when I first started out.
Ooh, I watch that there. Them zeros there, I was getting to the head.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Gotta be careful driving home. Years ago when I started off promoting and DJing, I found it was extremely cliquey in the sense of techno heads are techno heads, and they nearly looked down upon house heads. It was nearly tech house was a dirty word, and everyone was very cliquey, and the genres were all very separate. And I find now, especially the last year or two, more so the last year and now, now in this minute, that everyone is gelling together. Everyone is making. Everyone is friends with each other. The techno heads are friends with the house. The house heads are friends with the drum and bass heads. That everyone is mingling together. And like even when we used to do the Bow Lane parties when that was in its peak, like we used to do that. You never in Dublin would see a night where you've got house in one room and drum and bass in another. You'd never gel them kind of two sounds together, but we were able to do that, and it's just nice to see now. There's no snobbiness within it.
We sometimes try to do that with even like the room twos. Like we try like if we have a house act, because we're house. And more like hard house. We're not techno at all. Techno's not on our level. That's not. I love it. Yeah. I have a lot of friends.
We have something separate for it. So we actually are relaunching.
Yeah, you're saying that you mentioned that to me. Yeah.
So Valhalla, I won't say too much on it because it's not out there yet. But we are. It's
Viking
coming back. It's a bit of coming back. Yeah, Viking, get your helmets ready.
No, but the thing is like.
Get your helmets ready. There's a blooper reel for you.
What are we laughing about again?
Get your helmets ready, lads.
No, No, sorry. So like we're prominently like house and fast paced house is what we would call it. Like you know what I mean? We're not like trance. We're not bleeding hard dance. We're not like that.
Yeah.
But so like if we have a house act. And we have a room too, we'll try to get someone who does that. The polar opposites. There's someone that does the more bouncy stuff. So people have an option then. Because sometimes you go and you're with 10 of your mates, and only 2 of your mates want to go to the show, and your other 8 mates want to like listen to something else, so just there you go into your room
have
too.
a
You know,
room
and
too,
not everyone's there to see
for
the
sure.
headliner, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But it's nice to be
able
able to
find that. I think it's
there is a
urgent.
lot of crews of mates, like for example the way I was saying, me and Dre's drum and bass, and so a lot within our circle alone. Like you've got Collie who's a prog head, you've got Dre who's drum and bass, and you've got House.
And the thing is with the
so
lads,
when you've
the
got
lads
so
are like,
many different sounds.
I'm not saying again like the word purist can sound negative, but it's not. The lads who are really into, like Collie's really into the
but
proggy
they're
house.
perfectionists into what they
I'm
do.
saying
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
really into the proggy house.
Yeah.
Dre's really into the like drum and bass, and like
Yeah,
people
for
are like
sure.
that, like you know what I mean. They're not.
But that's why it's nice to be able to throw them parties where you'll have a group of mates that sometimes they feel they can't go to the same parties because I'm not going for that, it's full of fucking shit. That's I'm not going to listen to house for the night, or I'm not going to listen to drum and bass for the night.
Yeah.
And now
It
they
was
have
the options. I
to be
remember
able to
seeing
go
them
and
with
do
the
that.
3 rooms, some of the venues with the 3 rooms. Remember Strange Ways in Lost Society was like that, like, you know.
Yeah.
You could have house downstairs, and then in the main room you'd have dubstep, and then in the room to the side you'd have drum and bass.
Variety is the spice of life.
So it's class, and it works out because it means all your mates can go out. There's no excuse.
Exactly.
You can just
Yeah,
go
exactly.
here.
That's the
But
main thing.
it is unfortunately right now we do have a lack of venues.
Yeah, for
Which
sure.
is a pretty
another
like,
subject.
for me. It is another serious subject in
We
Ireland.
could be sitting there for the next hour now talking about it as well.
Like, well, look at the
it's-
venues that are there. The venues that are there are solid.
Yeah.
There's a good amount of troops that go week in, week out, and there's people there. Like there's a, like I don't think promoters. Well, some of us do. I sometimes find it hard actually. I need to contradict myself there. I sometimes find it hard to get venues as well. Like sometimes you struggle with it.
That's we got to appreciate the venues we have, but you're right.
And you want to
it's-
boost the other
and
person.
as you said earlier on,
Right.
certain venues have certain vibes, and
Yeah,
you can't bring
you don't
certain
wanna
vibes
just
to
take
other
it
certain
over.
venues.
No,
So
God,
it's
no.
very hard, and
Yeah.
with the lack of venues now, yeah, I find that as well. Like I'm trying to get shit planned for the year, and it's very hard. And obviously from being a booker and having venues on
understand
tap.
that.
I used to be able to just book a venue, look at my own calendar, get back onto the agent, easy, done.
Yeah.
Now, got this date available from the booker, then I get onto the agent, sorry,
And
that's
some-
not,
but some
sorry,
are
that date's not available, then you have to get back onto the
Yeah.
booker, have you got this date instead, and the fucking back and forth
And the
between
thing
the
is,
two
some
is
of
a
them
killer.
have like, and it's funny enough because Ireland's so small, we all know each other. Like I know myself, anyone who knows we're doing something, they'll try help. Like someone who's another promoter will try help it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're clashing with your own mates, and
sure,
you're like,
yeah,
and you're
yeah.
going like, and it is normally you look at it and go right. Like one of the gigs we're actually going to be doing, it was the same thing where the person that we're getting over, which is one in April, the person that we're getting over, we booked them, and then they booked them, and then we both actually booked. They booked them in a smaller venue, we booked in a bigger venue,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah,
like.
yeah.
But we both do that because you do have that. There's only so many of us that do clash. But my straightaway instinct was like, right, I text the lads going, shit, you have that, so do we. Right, we'll just do it together. You know what I mean? And we're lucky that we can do that. I said, we'll do it together. We have the bigger venue. Let's do it, and we'll have a good night of it. There is a lot of that, like people that do help each other.
That's the way it should be.
I'm
That's the way
lucky
it
in the
should be.
sense that that's only my experience.
Yeah.
My experience has been very positive. With
Well,
that.
I've always done it that way as well. Like if I'm booking an act that I know someone else has had over before, I'd always either, whether it's a co-promo or whether you're even just offering their main DJ to do the warm-up slot.
I love
try
the
and keep them
co-promo.
try and keep them involved in some way, shape or form. If they're not up for a co-promo or they don't want to do the show again, like you still try
I
and
think
keep
the
them
great
involved in some
thing
way, you know?
about co-pro is some people do it for financial reasons. Some people like, but for me,
You're crossing followers.
I
as
love
well,
that.
like, you know.
I love that going. Like, so I've had people that came to our shows, previous co-pros that like never knew anything about us, and they start coming, and vice versa. I love introducing that.
you're
And I
introducing
love when
each
it's
other
two
styles.
different sides. Even
Yeah.
like when we've got invited for like we've been in Index. We've been so lucky with Index where we've done loads of shows there as reception. I've done a couple as myself, and like I've people that are coming there that don't know me that just come for Index because Index is Index. You know, like it's a sick venue.
But
it's
they
a
get to
sick-
learn
sick
you as an
promote.
artist, and they get to see you, and they might follow
They
you
see us,
then.
then they go, yeah,
exactly.
I came to that show, I seen you there, and like we came to see us, and I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
Like it's mad because you do
nice.
get a lot of that, which is nice. But
Yeah,
that's
for
what I like about sometimes co-pro and working with other collectives and doing all that. It's all just help each other. Well,
sure.
again, I can always, because there's probably people going, no, I don't have that experience, but from my experience, that's what I've got. Like.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I
We'll
mean?
see some reception Illicit shows going maybe this year. We might see it.
Yeah, we spoke about
a little chat.
it. We did speak about it because we know someone that you booked that I was like, I'd like to book. And I was
So you
like,
might
we
see that
do
later, yeah,
that should be
yeah.
a big. That
previous-
actually be a big one as well. Like so.
Now more so than ever.
Yeah, right now.
I think we struggled a little bit when we done it, but that sound wasn't as predominant
Prominent
as
now.
it is now. You know, so I think it
and
would
it hasn't been booked.
it would be a sick show. It would be.
We have it temporarily booked.
Okay, we'll have a little chat after this.
We just need to figure the date out.
Anything else you'd like to plug there, no?
No, not a whole lot. To be honest, like,
pretty much.
to be honest, not a whole lot. Like, look, I think this year is going to be a pretty big year. I think for many people.
For a lot of people, I think it's
Love seeing it,
nice
man.
to see it, man. I
Honest
think your
God.
20s are, you spent your 20s, you're partying, you're learning the scene, you're enjoying yourself, and I think you get to, you start, 20s coming to an end, coming into your 30s, you really start to kind of appreciate all the
All the
knowledge
little
you've gotten,
things, yeah.
and you
Yeah.
really, you know, it's
Learn
that
from
bit more
errors,
maturity.
fail
It's time
moments.
to exactly, and I
But
think there's a lot of
Irish
people putting things
right
in
now,
place.
I think Irish people right now are backing each other a lot. We have a lot of talent.
It's great to see.
We've a lot of talent. Anything from the likes of BLK to Belter Sound. Anything from the likes of, like, I mean, the sound.
Like I said earlier on about Outstraight Records, like a lot of people that are in Outstraight Records, I grew up with. So the likes of Panda, the likes of Connor, I know Beano very well from when I was a kid. So that having like them do that, and then obviously we push our shit. And then when you see people coming together and just pushing the stuff together, it's just nice to be able to see.
Man, you go to any big shows.
I'm so proud to be able to look at my mates that I remember Conor Keenan used to be in my man's bedroom with a little webcam as a microphone, and I'd get a beat off YouTube and he'd be recording on DJ, what was it called?
What was that called?
Virtual DJ. We use Virtual DJ to record. And now I'm looking
I
at
think I remember seeing on your man's old Windows desktop with Virtual DJ.
I actually used to make little radio casts and all.
We used to mashups on it and all, man.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, hip hop ones and all.
Jeez, man.
But it's so great to see that.
You know what? This is to anyone younger. You motherfuckers have that lucky. Like, we had a shit. It was so hard to try to do stuff like that. Now they just like AI, man. You just go do a mashup of this and this, and it'll auto key tune, and it'll bleed everything. Like,
yeah, completely.
Wild, isn't it?
But yeah, it's just great to be able to see like my mates going from that to now looking at my music videos.
It's great to see
and
people
smashing shows, and it's just great. Again, Collie doing his thing, smashing it, playing District X and getting his boiler room. Was that his boiler room?
Silo.
That's what I said. District X. He done District X as well. He did do that as well, but his silo.
I remember he came in behind me. Came behind me. Someone grabbed me. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I looked around. It was Collie. But I'm saying, like, even now, like, you see with Obscure, for example, like a prime one at that, like, they done the silo. BLK and all done it right. I don't know BLK. I've met him a few times. Lovely fella. And like, but I know the Obscure lads, and I mean, like, to see lads that are like so normal and sold out in how long? And what was there was like, I think the wait list was like thousands. Like,
no, man,
to see that all Irish people are backing each other and supporting each other. I love seeing that.
They're the best example of how quick and how far they've gotten. Like, it's just the work they've put in. Like, their first ever EP, they released on Illicit. That was on Illicit. They released.
And how long
years ago? What was that? 5 years ago? 5, 6 years ago.
That's what I mean. And how long are the last?
In that space of 5, 6 years.
So it's not all that, but it's not like what you're saying. The way it's blown up now. It's that they're taking them, like, they've done the foundations.
Yeah. That's not overnight at all.
They build the walls, they put the roof on the gaff, you know what I mean?
That is graft, and a big part of it as well with their graft along is Ryan Rowe, like the management and putting in that graft, the brains behind.
So much of like Dublin stuff, Irish stuff at the moment, which is
Ryan Rowe, big shout out to Ryan Rowe, one of the best promoters in the country by far.
Definitely. Not a north side cabinet man. Up the
Index,
area and all that.
I have to say that he's a good man.
Hopefully, of course, man.
Hopefully get him on here for a chat one day.
Definitely, yeah. He'd be savage, man. He'd
Ryan would be glad to have him.
Done a great one with Sean. Sean
Cunso, yeah.
Sean Bourne, is that his name? What's his name? Sean the Barber?
I know who you're on about.
Sean Bryan, definitely some wrong name. Sorry, I don't know him.
Shawnee Bryan.
Shawnee, yeah. Anyway,
I know.
him on that, very good. Shawnee Big. Sean, what did I say? But it doesn't matter. But I mean, there's so many of them like that are just everyone's supporting each other. To see, like, my big thing is that, like, all the Irish are just backing each other, and it's savage to see. Because there's so much talent that's like, that was always talented. They've been doing it for 10 years. They've been doing it for 8 years, and like now people are going, whoa, push them. You know what I mean? There's no pulling back. There's no. To even see it going past the local stage, like to look at the likes of Tommy and Ketman, that are Tommy and Ketman such a big global stage now. Like, you know, like, man, like Tommy Ketman, like even Tommy, what's he? He's in Australia now. Like, you know what I mean? Just back, he just got announced for Index. He's literally seeing that, man, unreal. But seeing him and Ketman especially, like, another mad thing, like, but a gentleman, and like he's gone. He's mega wide, like, you know what I mean? Like, he could sell out a show. To be able to sell out a show outside, like me and you can do a show where, and like you do a show in England. Who the fuck is he? The Conor McGregor thing. Who the fuck is that guy? You know what I mean? Man, it was to see that how they blew up. Everyone knows them everywhere. Like, everywhere, all over the world. Mad, isn't it? And USA, Mexico. And when you chat to them again, they're just regular people. Tommy's a gent. I know Tommy. Talented regular people. I know. I actually remember. I was out with him before Christmas. Yeah, I'm nearly sure we gave Tommy his first ever gig as well, didn't we? I think Tommy Holland. I think his first ever gig was in Sweeney's basement with us. Because I know him through when you miss his cousin. He was mates. He's from Rush, and my missus from Lusk. So her cousin was in the same circle. The nearly culties, yeah. The borderline culties. But yeah, so it's great to see. So many Irish people smashing it, and as I said, not just on a local scale, but on a global scale. Internationally, there's many people, like even the likes of Matador and stuff like that. Like unbelievable. He's like amazing. And, like, not a lot of quiet. No, I haven't heard much. He's still doing bits, man. Like, he's just not doing loads. Like, I must check out his Instagram. Him and Richie Blackburn and all these people that are like the people don't know. People not like. Dublin don't really know them. But these are doing worldwide stuff.
So Loco and Jam is a perfect example of that.
Literally.
Loco and Jam are huge.
John O'Callaghan.
They're huge in South America. The amount of times I've seen them go on tour in South America and India. India is another one. They're huge in India.
Such a big population, man.
They're huge in India. And like if you were to throw them in Dublin in a venue, you'd sell about 10 tickets.
Man, it's this. But this is what I'm saying. Like, there's the likes of Matador. He was like, "Do you ever see Matador's studio, man? His studio was in. It's fully like, it's ridiculous. He has like a million of these. It's scattered everywhere. He's 2 rooms in the gaff. That's like 2 ridiculous studios. But he's unbelievable talent. And he's like worldwide. Like, he'd be worldwide sell shows on the biggest labels, on the biggest this. But like,
there's been a few over the years. You know what I mean? But it's good. Again, it's good to see that young. Like,
even artists alone, like you have the likes of Maverick Sabre and stuff like that as well. You have the likes of Dave McKendy's and all these people that are like doing it. So Irish we have.
Mav is back next month actually. He's back for his
crack. We had a good bit of crack out, didn't we?
Mav is a legend. He's
full of points.
Jesus, falling around the place. But he's back next month. Buzzing his live show. Anytime
sold
he does
out
it,
ridiculously fast.
He's not sold out yet.
Sold out.
Dublin?
Yeah.
No,
sold out, man.
Olympia's not sold out.
I swear to God, I remember seeing it.
Manchester sold out.
No, there's
Amsterdam or something sold out.
I swear to God, man, I'm not joking. I only looked at it only the other day. It came up, Dublin show sold out. Yeah. Now, Jamie, get that up.
Jamie, get that up. I'm nearly sure it's not. Man. He was plugging it for ages and it showed the Manchester sold out. Dublin wasn't.
I swear, man, I thought I only bleeding seen it.
You're getting onto him for guest list if that's the case.
Yeah, give us guest list there, man.
Guesty, Mav. Where's the guesty at?
But yeah, anyway, look, I'm putting the phone out there. We'll put that away. But yeah, as far as now sold out, which is like, it's amazing to see like so many good.
Yeah, he's brilliant. I was showing the Olympia last time he's around. Unbelievable.
So we all support. The main thing is, I think, to take from that little section is that like it is great to see all of us supporting each other.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because it's not everyone gets that experience. Not everyone gets that experience. But I really look to
I suppose I have my own little plug there. As I said, we're going down to Cork. 21st of February, we're bringing over Bush Baby, and I never plugged the Dublin part of it, so we're actually coming back up on the 22nd the following day, and we are doing a show not only with Bush Baby but Todd the God Edwards, one of the UKG mans.
Energy.
He is going to be joining us as well, so we're teaming up with AMPM, we're teaming up with Racket Space, obviously, to do the show in Racket Space.
Savage little venue, man. Yeah, remember we done a gig in it ages ago. We done like an old school gig in it as well.
Yeah, but they're actually doing a boiler room kind of vibe now. So when they had
in the middle or in behind the corner,
it's like a little bit up from the stage.
It's a mad setup,
but they have everyone dancing on the stage,
yeah,
and they have a little barrier down the decks just a bit further down.
Yeah.
They've done it for Soul Mass Transit System there last week, and it went off. The videos look sick. So very much looking forward to that. 24th.
I actually remember I met the lad from Heartstring, and I remember talking to Jonas, and he had been telling me that he was in Rack Space. He was like, I was in this venue, and he was like, it was just fucking crazy. He was like, it was wall to wall, because it's such a small little venue. He was like, I think he was playing Prozac and someone else was playing after that. And it was like, he was like, it's such a small, because I was like, no, not all the clubs are like that here, you know. Obviously they've played Index, but I mean, it's not all like that here, like, but that is a proper tight little like sweaty spot, man.
So yeah, that's something that we have to plug. A few other bits coming up in March and beyond, but that's the only thing we'll plug for now is the end of February. So 21st, 22nd of February. Get your tickets. By the time this goes live, they'll be out. Get your fucking tickets. If you love UKG, it is going to be the show to go to. Whether you're in Dublin or Cork, get your tickets. Come on.
Todd Edwards, man.
Todd Edwards. Todd the God Edwards. He's a sicko. One of the originators of UKG. One of the main men.
All that. Lord, the UKG is really sick.
And I missed the
last one. Is making a mad comeback.
Oh man, it's huge at the moment.
It is proper. It's
huge. It has been for the last while. And I'm glad to see it because I've been listening to UKG for fucking years, and I'm delighted to see it finally blow up.
Two-steppy.
Steady. Everything, 2 steps, beer garage, the whole of it, man. Even the old school stuff. I know Scully's been making some old school shit.
Show me that, man.
Man, 90s, that 90s shit. Like, it's not whoopie, it's not. It's just.
Oh yeah, MJ Cole is what he said to him.
That's what I mean. 90s.
I literally said that. That's MJ Cole, man.
90s, yeah. Check it out.
He was like, thank you.
It'll be out soon. Don't worry. Scully will be having it on. Also, it has a sick little 2-track EP was at the making. If you're into UKG as well, you'll get to hear it down in Cork. I'll drop it when we're playing down in Cork with Bush Baby. So if you're there, you'll get to hear it.
Get up.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's been nice having a little chat with you, man. What time are we on there, lads? 1:40, nearly 2 hours. Fuck off, yeah. That's been a nice little chat, man.
That was long as I'm buzzed. I'm buzzed to go to the toilet.
I know, I'm about to piss myself.
That was a shit connection. Go get it.
Jen, thanks very much for coming in, man. So yeah, thanks to ROC for coming in. That's been it for
Pleasure,
episode 7. We've loads more coming up. Loads of guests lined up.
Of course, this was going to be that long. Put me and him in a room together.
Yeah,
Like, this could
and it
go
would have
on.
went on. I
This
only thought
could
about
go
to
on.
piss myself. I
We'll
could have.
do a sponsorship one.
Yeah.
We'll do a
Well,
24-hour one.
As we said, it's going to be. Look, bro, it's going to be.
Heineken, give us. I don't want to
Where's the sponsorships at?
Nicole was only doing a gig for Heineken yesterday. She was literally doing it. So I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
get
yeah,
them
yeah.
on the plug.
Get
She
them
was
on the
doing
plug.
that in. She was doing it in the yard
Oh,
yesterday.
yes,
She went
yes,
into the room.
yeah.
She
Seen the
went into
videos,
the room.
yeah.
Deadly.
Savage.
Anyway.
But look, it's been only. We could keep talking. So what we'll do is, you've said it's been going to be a big year.
Yeah.
I've said it's going to be a big year.
Yeah,
You've
it's gonna
got
be a
shit
big year,
lined
but
up.
everyone
I've got
will feel
shit
it,
lined
feel
up. So I think we do this again after summer,
Yeah,
and we'll
bro.
see.
Recap.
We'll
I
do
wanna
it
see
again.
the
We'll run it
recap.
back. 100%. We'll run it back.
Did Rory go to Ibiza with the
Did
lads?
Rory? Yes. Find out on
Also,
part 2.
Did Rory make it back from Ibiza with the lads?
Yeah, definitely, man. We're gonna. It's been a gent.
You'll see me coming back with dreads and all.
Hippie vibes. Man,
Well,
you're a gent. Thanks very much for coming.
I
We'll
love the
definitely run
bro.
this
Honest
back.
to God, honest to God,
Gent.
yeah, love that.
Legend.
Love that.
That's
Yeah.
been it for episode 7. Thanks very much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one, yeah?